Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. Welcome to another edition of the Three-Core Report brought to you by the Buffalo Addicts. Hey, I gotta give it a big shout out. Big shout out to T. Kempa, came through and showed some love and became a Bing Squad member. Bing. Let's go. If you guys can hear me, I'm trying this new audio right now. So if you guys can hear me, if my mic's not cutting out, this is perfect. This is my vibe right now. This is my vibe. If you guys are feeling that, give it that thumbs up, give that smash. Hey, let's go, folks. We got a big old game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If I wasn't a Bills fan, a lot of people ask me, what team would you root for? What team could you, you know what I'm saying? What team could you ride with? Probably Pittsburgh. I don't know, there's something about Pittsburgh, man. I like it. It's always been a team that I kind of follow. I was like, okay, I like them. I see what y'all do over there. But I'm so glad that I'm Bills Mafia all day. Hey, I'm rocking, man. If you guys are rocking with me tonight, smash that like. Show me some love and hit that follow button. Subscribe if you have not. And let's go. Got my man B. Kempa. I see you, kid. Folks, let's get right into it, man. Big old game going down this weekend in Buffalo. And guess what? I will be there live and direct in Buffalo in Orchard Park. We're going to be celebrating together, boys. Boys and girls, we will be celebrating together, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be fun. You know that stadium's going to be rocking. That stadium's going to be rocking like it always is, and I'm looking forward to being there. Folks, it's going to be a good one. And we can't sit here and let old Kenny Pickett come in and just do rookie things. And by rookie things, I'm talking about like surprise some people like, holy shit, Kenny Pickett has arrived and he's playing well against the Bills. They had no preparation for him. They don't know anything about him. They don't have no film on him. I don't want to be that Bills squad that comes in this Saturday, looking past a Kenny Pickett, because I certainly am not. Let me tell you something. When Josh Allen was a rook, and Josh Allen came in, he had some rough moments, but when he came into the game, there was an energy. There was an energy. And with that energy, people feed off that energy. So they see the young pup come in, okay, I'm ready to ride because I know him. He's ready to ride. We going with that. They're not with that tired mess. Mitch Trubisky, right? When Josh Allen came in, we were dealing with freaking Anderson. You know what I mean? You ain't got no energy with Anderson. Nate Peterman, no energy. Let's be real. No energy with Nate Peterman. But when Josh Allen came through, he showed some different things. He showed there's that arm strength I was talking about. And I'll forever remember this preseason game. It was Ray, and Ray was in the corner of the end zone, and Josh Allen fitted between two players, and I was like, holy, okay, real freaking deal. Real freaking deal. And that was inaccurate Josh Allen, right? And that boy put it right between the numbers on freaking Ray. I'm just saying, I ain't sleeping at all on Kenny Pickett, because they F with they F with Kenny out there. They do. And him and George Pickens And a lot of people were excited about George Pickens in the offseason. Oh, boy, you better watch out. It just wasn't happening with Mitch Trubisky. Mitchell just wasn't that dude. And I think we all know that. We know what's going on. It's just what it is. But Kenny Pickett coming into this mess, it's a whole different ballgame now. Now, hear me out. He ain't going up against just some regular old defense, though. That's the thing. It's not just some defense that he's going up. He's going up against one of the best in the league, top 3 defense in the game right now. So it ain't gonna be a little cakewalk from my guy Kenny Pickett. It ain't gonna be a coming out party for you. Had you been home, maybe. Home in Pittsburgh, maybe. You know what I mean? The steel curtain, potentially. You got a little juice behind you. The way the terrible towels waving, you know what I mean? They would have fed. You could feed off of that. But nah, not in Buffalo. Not in Buffalo. And what a way to start your career. Going up against one of the better defenses. Going up against head-to-head with one of the best in the league in Josh Allen. And, I mean, listen, let's keep it real. Going up against one of the best teams in the league, in the Buffalo Bills. All-around team. That's a tough task. But Mike Tomlin must have whispered something in my man Kenny Pickett's ear. Or, I don't know, he dropped off a shoebox at Kenny Pickett's locker room and said, wear these. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, he probably gave him those Air Force Ones, those black ones, though. Not the white Air Forces, the black ones. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We got them Air Forces, too. We got them Air Force Ones as well. And ours are charcoal black. You know what I'm saying? So come with it. We with the shits as well. We are totally with the shits as well. My man, James C.A. What's going on, James? James comes in with a super chat. I appreciate that, James. Says, what's the injury report first, Rico? Well, sir, I'm glad you asked. Because we, sir, we're depleted once again. But the thing is, everybody's talking about how badly our injury report is. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Just a couple of years back, 2 years ago, the freaking Tennessee Titans were riddled with injuries. Riddled. Just injuries left, right, center. And guess what? They rolled. They dealt with it. They didn't complain. They just rolled with what they had. So, like, I know we're talking about all these injuries that we have. Get over it. Get over it. These injuries that are actually plaguing us, there usually is a silver lining in them. There's a gem that usually is uncovered by these. And for us in this situation, Khalil Shakir on the offensive side of the ball, right? If we weren't injured, we would rarely see Khalil Shakir. He'd be on the sideline, inactive, collecting dust, right? Now we actually get to see what he's about. Dawson Knox is out. I mean, I might as well get into it, right? The key components and the key players out for this game. You got Christian Benford, we knew was out. That broke his hand. You got Crowder, broke his ankle. Gabe Davis, right now he's questionable. But I mean, he played like 98% of the snaps last week. So I don't anticipate him being out. So he's practiced all week. Especially the last 2 days, it's really important to see if someone can practice. So he's questionable, but I think he was a full practice. So he'll be ready to go. Jordan Poyer, that's a big one. He's out. He's out. I know that people were talking about, man, I don't know, man. He looked like he was limping. Well, I don't know what's going on with Jordan Poyer, but he's out. All right. Tremaine Edmonds, he's got a hamstring injury. He's got a little tight hammy, so he's questionable. So there's a chance that we don't see Tremaine Edmonds. It's going to be the Matt Milano show. Now, Matt Milano is very capable of leading this squad, but the two together are just they're dynamic. They're dynamic. You want both of them together, but Matt Milano can hold his own. The same way Tremaine Edmonds held it down when Matt Milano was out. Well, Matt Milano, it's your turn. You hold it down until we're ready to roll. Because we know who is coming to town next week. Actually, we're going over there, I believe. So, linebacking crew is going to be tight. You might see Balen Spector getting ready to roll. We're going to see Terrell Dodson. Terrell Dodson's probably going to get the nod to come on there, and it's going to be him and Matt Milano. Terrell Dodson's a good player. We gave him a 1-year extension. He's a good player. He ain't Tremaine Edmonds, but he's a good player. So at this point, it's going to be one of those situations where you got to make do with what you got. You got to make do. And that's exactly what we're going to have to do when we face the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers. Now they have some injuries themselves. But I mean, listen, it's no different than what we got to deal with. We got to deal with the same freaking way, right? Now, more injuries. Let's pull up my phone here because I screenshotted everything. Let me see here. Let's see who else is on this list. By the way, we signed Justin Zimmer to the squad, a fan favorite, Mr. Justin Zimmer. So he got signed to the practice squad. So who knows what the deal is with him? He'll probably, you know what I mean? I liked him. I was a big fan of him. I don't know why, but I was. Obviously, Jordan Poyer is out. So here's the deal. Christian Benford, hand. Jamison Crowder, ankle. We know that already. Gabe Davis, ankle, but he practiced full Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So he's good to go. Stephon Diggs, he's fine. He was on the report, but that was more rest day and didn't practice on Friday. So whether he'll be rusty, who knows, but he didn't practice all week. Tremaine Edmonds, he didn't practice all freaking week. So he is really going to be game day decision. DeQuan Jones, vet rest. Dawson Knox, foot hamstring issue. He is out. So we're going to see a big dose of Quentin Morris. And remember I told you, there's some gems that we're about to uncover and find out what they're really made of. So if you want to see what we have in depth, we keep talking about how good we have the depth. Well, this is going to be one of those opportunities to see what's good. We're about to F around and find out, right? When you F around with these injuries, we're about to find out what this team is made of. So let's go. Let's find out what's happening, right? Jake Kumaro, ankle, didn't practice all week, so he's out. Dawson Knox, obviously, he's out. Cam Lewis, he had a forearm injury, and he's been a full participant, so he's good to go. Isaiah McKenzie didn't practice, was limited on Thursday and Friday, and now he's questionable for the game. I don't know what's going to go on with him. I really don't. I don't think anybody knows what's going on. I think he's going to be big time game time decision, and if he is active, he's going to have a very tiny role. A very little role. Very, very little. It's going to be the Khalil Shakir. I don't want to call it the game, but it's going to be the Khalil Shakir season. We got to get ready to introduce him and get him in there, right? Von Miller, veteran rest. You got Mitch Morse with an elbow. He was limited and then was a full practice the rest of the week. So he's going to be full go. We're most likely going to have a healthy O-line, which is thank goodness. Justin Murray, O-lineman, limited. Who cares? Ed Oliver, ankle. This is the big one. He's been limited all week. Will he be jumping into the game? We're going to find out. Jordan Phillips, hamstring. He's been limited all practice all week, so he's also questionable. Chances are they will sit both those guys. That's just me. That's what I would do because I know who's coming up next week, right? So if they're probably going to sit him, and then Roger Saffold was the other person that was on the list, and he was just a veteran rest weekday, whatever you want to call it. So our big players that are out, Jordan Poyer, Tremaine Edmonds right now is questionable. He's got a hamstring. Who knows what they decide with him? Obviously, Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips are on the list. Most chances are they may not play if you want to really preserve what's going on. You got a lot of young bucks on this team that are going to get ready to jump back in there. So I have no issues if they decide to sit these guys. In order for these guys to be on that list and you decide to sit them, you have to be very confident in going into a matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the only thing is you can't sleep on the Pittsburgh Steelers because the Pittsburgh Steelers are a good team. They're a good team. They just happen to have not a good quarterback, and that was Mitch Trubisky. Now, I don't give a damn if Mitch Trubisky was on our squad last year. We know what Mitch Trubisky is. He is a Andy Dalton. He is just a mediocre, you know what I'm saying, quarterback. Given the chance, now you are going to be a backup the rest of your career. I can't see him starting anywhere else, right? Unless somebody really is desperate, like Seattle. Right now, Seattle has got Geno Smith. On any other team, you know where Geno's at. Geno's backing up. But Geno's doing what he's supposed to do right now. So good on Geno. Good on Geno Smith. Now, I just want to jump into something real quick before actually, let me get this super chat real quick from my guy, The Ref. What's up, The Ref? He says, yo, do you see us coming in heavy with the blitz and playing more pressed man in coverage? more press man coverage. You know what? Because they don't know much about Kenny Pickett, they're gonna go off of two things. They're gonna go off obviously his off season. They're gonna go off of what he did in preseason, what he likes to do. It's gonna be very. I mean, it was vanilla. So they'll look at his traits. They'll look at what he does in terms of strength. He's an active quarterback, so he will use his legs. He will definitely use his legs. So we can't sleep on that. The ref, we definitely cannot. He's not no pocket quarterback. He will take off on you, and he will move the pocket. So it's our job to contain. And I got my keys to victory here. So we'll make sure that we got everything. I gotta just send my mom a message here because she called me and I just put my phone on do not disturb because she tries to video. You have your parents that they don't just text, they video you just to see like what's going on. And she knows I do my live shows on Fridays, but she wants to videotape. She wants to video and FaceTime. So I got to tell her, Mom, I'm gonna call you back, and then we go from there. You know how moms are. They start to kind of like stress out. Yo, how come I called him and he didn't pick up? What's going on? He picked up then hung up. What's happening? And she's gonna be blowing my phone, but my phone's on do not disturb. So, Ma, if you're watching, which I know you're not, I gotta let her know I'm recording, so I'm gonna call her back. Anyway, so this we can't sleep on guys like Kenny Pickett. We just can't. I mean, at the end of the day, we cannot. And they're going to bring it as much as they can. Now, will we blitz them? Will we do man to man? I mean, the theme that the Bills have been running is that we rarely blitz. We are right now the 16% is usually is a low number. We're blitzing at 11% range. That's below what the lowest team has done in a while. And we're at 11%. We blitz 11% of the time this year. So we're not a blitzing team, right? And the last 3 years, the lowest blitzing team has been the Bills. We just try to get home with the defensive line. Now, will we blitz here and there? Of course we will. Will we change our look for whatever reason? Why fix what's not broken? Why blitz Kenny Pickett if you don't need to? Make him use his eyes, make him use his anticipation, and throw his guys open. And it's going to be our job to stop that. Now, what do we know about Kenny Pickett? Well, we know he's a rookie. We know what he's done in the offseason, preseason, and we've been watching film on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 2, Damar Hamlin, familiar, right? Who else was familiar with him? Dane Jackson, familiar. Those guys are familiar because they went to the same school, right? Now, further than that, what's our safety? Jaquan. Jaquan is very much familiar with him because they played against each other. So they've got some people that know a little bit about Kenny Pickett and what he likes to do. And if they go back to film, who knows what kind of game plan they're going to put for him. What I can tell you is this: I trust very much Leslie Frazier. I trust very much Sean McDermott, and I trust Brandon Beane. You know what I'm saying? That they're going to put the roster together for this game, and they're going to utilize the guys that they need to. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we get out of this game unscathed and ready to go for next week against Kansas City. But we've got a big hurdle in front of us because we've got a team that's 1-3 right now. They're 1-3 and they're in desperation mode. Under Mike Tomlin, these Pittsburgh Steelers have never had a losing season under Mike Tomlin. And Mike Tomlin has been coaching this team for how long? How long has Mike Tomlin been coaching this team? Mike Tomlin, the years coaching, he's been coaching the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers for how long? Hold on a second. Since 2007. Holy, I didn't realize it was that long. Boys, the brother's been freaking coaching this team since 2007. He's got a record of 155-87. Goodness gracious. So yeah, that's a great job, Mike Tomlin. Jeez, I didn't realize it was that good. So 07 have never had a losing season. And in that time, he's got a Super Bowl under his belt. So we about to find out what's really good with Mike Tomlin and find out what's really good with Kenny Pickett. My man Silas, what up, Si? Si had his hands full today in the spaces. Boy, these boys like to talk over each other, boy. But Silas held his own. Go ahead, Silas. I saw you. Stop the run and make Pickett throw into the tight windows. I mean, at the end of the day, anytime that you get a rookie, you got to make that rookie do. I mean, make him play quarterback. Make him play quarterback. Put the pressure on his ass and make him pray and make him play. You know what I'm saying? And make him pray at the same time, because we're going to be coming after you, man. Von Miller ain't playing with you. Now, what I love about what Von Miller said not too long ago. So I got to give a shout out to my man, Keanu Valentine. Keanu, I haven't seen you in forever, brother. He says, yo, yes, sir. Put him down early and keep him down. You damn right, brother. You damn right. And here's the thing. Von Miller had he was on a podcast. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. He was live streaming. I don't know if he's live streaming on Twitch or Facebook. I don't know what he was doing, but he was live streaming. And I guess he was reading, I guess, headlines. And one of the headlines was Kenny Pickett saying, you know, pretty much what any quarterback's going to say, man, they're doubting us. Nobody believes in us. And we're the underdogs, or some bullshit like that. And yeah, I love what Von Miller's like, fam, ain't nobody, like, nobody's checking you for that. Like, nobody's like, we're not sitting here as a Bills team saying, man, we're you know what I'm saying? You guys are the underdogs, and he's like, don't believe that whole underdog thing. And don't try to hype yourselves up to make it, you know what I mean, to give yourselves a storyline bulletin board material. Ain't nobody checking for all that underdog nonsense. That's for us fans. That's for the bettors. But like, real football players and real ballers know, yo, when you step on that field is any given Sunday. We felt that. You guys remember it. The freaking Jaguars came in and freaking beat us 9-6, for crying out loud. We couldn't get anything going. And we thought we could just roll right through and steamroll the Jaguars. Heck no. These brothers get paid too. They get paid too. They get paid to be a bum. Some of them are bums, but they get paid nonetheless. You feel me? So, like, you can't come in. We can't come in thinking that we just got this. And I love the fact that Von Miller was like, nah, fam, don't try to do this. You know what I mean? Perpetrate something that isn't there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play a game. We'll whoop your ass. I'm paraphrasing here. And then we'll get out of there. We expect to do what we're supposed to do, but we're not coming in thinking, oh, we got this on wax. Like, we got this 14-point spread. Like, man, ain't nobody trying to see that. It's for us fans. But for these guys, no dice. No dice whatsoever. RJ Wade said, yo, Rico, you coming into town tomorrow? Hope to see you at the game, man. I will be there, suckers. Where will I be sitting? I'll be sitting in row 300. Is it 300? 330? 300? I can't remember. I cannot remember. But my good buddy, John Formicella, is holding it down. And he was like, listen, man, I would love for you to be a guest and come hang out with me at the Bills game. And I said, I will oblige. You know what I'm saying? So I will be a guest of my man, John Formicella. And we're going to be sitting in, I think, 300 level. So if you are around, man, come say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Come take a pic, come do whatever, come chop it up, whatever it is, man. We're gonna be out there. But we'll be walking the lots and tailgating and all that stuff. So we'll chop it up. At the end of the show, we'll talk more about that, and we'll kind of freestyle it and chop it up with y'all. But anyway, but that being said, man, like, Kenny Pickett, this Pittsburgh Steelers team, we can't. No, nobody's sleeping on them right now. And right now, the predictor is saying we have an 86% chance of beating the Steelers. I don't give a damn about that. I just want to make sure that we take them down, because right now, if you look at this team's got some ballers on this team, man. They got some players now. They got some injuries as well, right? So who they got? They got Ahkello Witherspoon. He's out. He ain't gonna be playing, and he's a big time corner. So guess who's playing? Levi Wallace. Levi Wallace is getting the freaking he is getting the start. So that'll be something. They know all about Levi. So are they gonna pick on Levi? It's going to be Gabe Davis against Levi. Ooh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting, right? And Levi might be saying that, yo, I know their tendencies. I know what Josh likes to do. You know what I'm saying? I got you, Josh. So who knows, man? Who knows? We'll see. But we better make sure that Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis and Khalil Shakir make sure that these guys are taken care of. Cameron Sutton is questionable. There, another cornerback that's questionable. Terrell Edmonds, which is Tremaine Edmonds' brother. He was in concussion protocol. And he is also questionable. So who knows how that's going to play out. He's the safety for them. Micah Fitzpatrick had a knee and ankle injury. And I was hoping he wasn't going to play. But he's playing. And he practiced 3 days straight. So he's going to be definitely playing. He's going to be ready to go. But yeah, those are the major injuries that these guys have that they're facing. and then we'll go from there. But statistically, this is a decent team, man. Right now, Pittsburgh is scoring 18 points a game. The Bills are scoring 28.5, so we're just under 30 points a game. Obviously, we know why we're not where we're supposed to be. We had some couple games where we had to, we dog fight it out. Ravens and the Pittsburgh and and the Miami Dolphins. We had to dog fight them things out, but we're scoring just under 30 points a game. We're allowing only 14 points a game, while the Pittsburgh Steelers are allowing 22. So this is right in line of where we need to be, right? 28 to 30 points. I mean, we should be able to easily put 30 points on this team, but we'll see how this plays out. These guys, offensively, they're just putting up just under 300 yards, but that is with Mitch Trubisky, right? We're putting up 400 yards a game. Easy. You feel me? So we're going to see how that plays out. Yards against. Now, this is where it's going to be interesting. These guys are allowing almost 400 yards. So that's on par as to what we do offensively. So this could be a regular game for us. And it's going to be hard for them to kind of put some points on us, right? They're allowing 266 yards a game and allowing opposing teams to rush for 130. So this is right in line of what we need to do. Put up 150 yards rushing, put up 300, 330 on these guys, and send them to bed. Send them packing them back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? We're allowing only 83 yards a game. Wonderful. You're not even cracking 85 yards on us. Yo, that's wonderful. We got them down to 83 and $173. This pass defense, when we're not even fully healthy, we're only allowing these guys to throw for 170 yards on us. Come on now. Watch out for these damn Bills defense, man. Look the frick out. So Pittsburgh, I don't like to look at just the record because, I know who they played. Not a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Who they play. They played, let me take a look here. What we got? So they played Cincinnati the first game. They lost in OT, 23-20. Cincinnati's not been the team that, we anticipated they would be. They lost to New England. That was a tight one, a tight contest. They lost 17-14. Then they lost to Cleveland, 29-17. They won that Pittsburgh. They won that game against Cincinnati. And then they're on a 3-game losing streak. So we gotta take full advantage, man. Take full freaking advantage. Now, the skies are gonna be clear. It's going to be 14 degrees. I'm using Celsius here on my side, so I don't know what you guys, what is 70, 77? I don't know what that is. But anyway, it's going to be 14 degrees. So that's not a bad day. It's not too cold. It's just like long sleeve sweater season. And by the way, you know how I always make fun of people that wear jerseys, that go grocery shopping to wear jerseys, mow the lawn, they wear jerseys, go for a walk, they wear jerseys. Well, guess what? I'm going to be wearing my jersey because I'm going to a freaking game. So I'm going to be wearing my Stephon Diggs jersey. So we're going to be doing it big with the Steph Diggs jersey. All right? Just wanted to give you all the heads up. Somebody asked me, like, yo, you going to be wearing a jersey or not? There's your answer, big fella. There's your answer. Scott Blakely comes in and said, hey, first home game at 1 p.m. Let's effing go, Mafia. Be loud. Be the team. Excuse me. He said, be loud. The team needs our support with all these effing injuries. You damn right they do. Golly. These injuries are kind of killer, but we'll get through it, man. We will definitely get through it. My man, Jeffrey Green comes in with a super chat. Says, hey, man. Oh, we'll be there, Rico. Oh, I'll be there too. All right, Jeff Green. All right, Jeffrey. We'll see you, brother. We'll see you over there. My man, Jeffrey Green comes in with another super chat. Says, hey, Khalil is going to have 100. Oh, he's going to have 120 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns again. Damn. Khalil is going to have 3 touchdowns? Okay, Jeff Green. I ain't mad at that. If he's got 3 touchdowns, my fantasy team will love it. We'll love every freaking bit of it. Shout out to my man, Richard Forbes. What up, Richie? Richie comes in and says, hey, I wouldn't be laughing, but I tell you, I was one who wanted to pick Levi's contract up, but that ship has sailed. Yes, it has, my friend. It has. I wouldn't have been mad if we brought Levi back. I wouldn't have been mad, but it also doesn't give the opportunity for Dane Jackson to step in and do what he's supposed to do. And then maybe we wouldn't have drafted our guy, Kair Elam. So who knows, man? Some things happen for a reason. He's in Pittsburgh. And you never know, man. You might see Levi comes back next year and we sign him right back to the squad and he's right back where he's supposed to be. It's not like we're opposed to bringing guys back, i.e. Mr. Jordan Phillips. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, I mean, Shaq Lawson. We brought some guys back, so I wouldn't be surprised if Levi, does his stint over there in Pittsburgh. And I don't know if he signed a 1-year deal, a 2-year deal. I don't know if it's a long-term deal or not, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit. Not one bit. My man, Dave Buffalo Operator. What's up, Dave? Dave says, oh, they're going to play tough, man. But we When we get started hot, they're going to fold. It's going to be a blowout. Oh, I hope it's a blowout. It's like it's fun for it to be a blowout, but not fun because we're in the stadium and we're having a good old time and watching our team just wax the other team. But then you also want something, you know what I'm saying, somewhat, you know what I'm saying, got on the edge of your seat. But I don't like too much edge. I like my heart rate to be even. Don't make my heart rate go up and down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit. I don't want it. But it is what it is. My man James comes in with another super chat. I appreciate that, James. You know I do. Yo, Rico, any surprise that our healthiest unit is the RBs? We got to run that damn ball and get our backs banged up a bit. Well, James, of course they're healthy. We don't run them. We don't run the freaking rock enough for them to even get banged up. So go figure. We have one guy that's supposed to be the bruiser back. And I mean, we already know what that is. What's that about? Devin Singletary is our main back. And they finally decided to give this guy 15 touches and make him the main back on our squad. And hopefully they continue that. But we'll see how it is, man. We'll see how it is. Richard Forbes comes in and says, hey, 50s are perfect football weather. Hopefully not raining. It's not. It's, well, from based on what my my app was telling me, 14 degrees to your 50 degrees. I said 70, right? Crazy. See, that's how much I don't know. And they said 18% rain. So I'll take that, you know what I mean, that 82% of no rain happening. So I'll take that. 78%, excuse me. So I'll take that. No doubt about it. And let me see here. Let me see. I'm just looking at some of your comments before I get into my topics here. Where are you tailgating? Andrew Tadros. Here's a good question. I don't effing know. Like, a lot of folks think that I'm like the connoisseur of all the tailgates that happen. I have no idea. I know that I'm gonna go visit my man Donnie. Don Trotman has always got some people over there. So Don, anytime I go to a Bills game, I gotta go chop it up with my man Don. And then I'm just gonna be roaming. I'm gonna be a roaming buffalo pretty much, and just going from place to place. And like I said, I'm gonna be with my man John. So John's with his family, so I can't be all walking all over the place. I gotta show them, you know what I mean, he hasn't been to a Bills game in 30 years. So we gotta show him what's good. This is the first time, you know what I'm saying, in a long time that this team is nice. So everybody's gonna be full out in full effect. So if you see me, send me a salute and say what's up, man. Come say hi. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna be tailgating, but I just don't know where. I have no idea where, brother. No idea. Jonathan Provost says, Rico, I have an honest question and I hope you can elaborate. What is all the hype with Khalil Shakir? Don't get me wrong. I love him as a Bill, but I'm having a hard time seeing his playmaking ability. Okay. It's a fair question, Jonathan. It's a fair question. Here's the deal. You would have had to be paying attention in camp. All throughout camp, all throughout mini camp, all throughout training camp, all throughout offseason, all he's done has been make plays. Right? All you hear in practice was Khalil Shakir, once again, looking like one of the better prospects that are out there. And he's catching everything. And he's making these vet cornerbacks look foolish. Like, if you've been reading and keeping up with everything, and we had our own guys from Buffalo Fanatics, Zach Vaughn went out there. My man Bryce was out there. I mean, when they were doing training camp, we're out there. And they're saying, man, Khalil is the real deal. Z-Bot was out there as well. So it's not like what's the major hype about it. It's just that anytime that he's in the game, he produces. Case in point, last game, he comes in, for like 7 plays? I don't know how many snaps he got. And then he got 2 catches, and there were meaningful catches that led to first downs. So like that small sample, and you give him a full game, and he's going to be the main slot if Isaiah McKenzie can't go. There's a lot to be excited about. So a young receiver that we grabbed in the 5th round that a lot of teams were looking for, and some teams were mad as F. They were mad as F that we even grabbed them because we took them before somebody else. Just like I was pissed off that Breece Hall got taken by the Jets, right? I was pissed. So that's how they were feeling when we grabbed Khalil Shakir. So you'll see the hype tomorrow if he's the main slot receiver, because that's when it's going to be problematic for whoever's covering. Straight up. My man Silas says, yo, we may finally get a Hodgins sighting. Well, here's another thing. So with all these injuries at the receiver position, it leaves a gaping hole for the bottom half of our receiving core. So you already know it's going to be Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Khalil Shakir. Who knows what's going to happen with Isaiah McKenzie? Who knows? We don't know yet. So Isaiah McKenzie's a 50-50. He was practicing, but I mean, he's still right now to date in concussion protocol. So we'll see how that plays out. So now you've got a bottom half receiving core that is voided. Let me tell you this. Tavon Austin was insulted, and I'd feel the same way. He was insulted because I guess when Crowder broke his ankle, and I guess they started, making some calls up and seeing, okay, who's going to be called up. I guess they never called his name to come up and practice. Hey, by the way, we're going to call you up and you're going to be playing this game. They didn't do that. So he's like, fam, Crowder's out, Kumero's out. Like, Isaiah McKenzie's in concussion protocol. Y'all have no return guys. Like, what are we doing here? So they're like, nah, we're not doing it. So he's like, all right, release me then. What's the point? What am I sitting here collecting dust for? And I don't blame him. But obviously the Bills see that, we're good with what we got. You know what I'm saying? The game plan is not for you to be in this game because we're going to go a different direction as to how we're going to scheme this game. So he's like, well, then do it on your own because I don't want no parts of it. I would rather go somewhere where someone's actually going to use my skill. Now, could it be detrimental to him? Could it be the end of his career when he doesn't get picked up by anybody? Who knows? But he was just not about being disrespected. And I don't blame him. If you're not going to use me, what's the point? What am I sitting here just doing scout for y'all? But now, some might say, well, are you the ultimate team player? If you're a team player, you'll do what you need to help the team. If we need you on, the practice squad, be on the practice squad. Until we need you, that's the point of the practice squad. Until I need you, you sit there. But I'm ready to get in there. Yeah, you might be ready, and I would love that you're ready, but we're not ready for you to come in the game. So sit down. And he's like, nah, I'm out. So they mutually said, all right, cool. You want to leave? Cool, you're out of here. So then we brought in Jabari, I think it's Jabari Roberson, former Wake Forest receiver, 6'1", 200. And he's got return ability, and he can play, man. So Roberson is now on the practice squad, and Tavon is gone. So now you've got a bottom half still voided. So Khalil Shakir becomes your third. Kumero's out. So who's next? Isaiah Hodgins, you would think, is going to be called up for sure. So Isaiah Hodgins, boom, you're in. So now who's after that? Tanner Gentry. Tanner Gentry is going to be the one that comes in. Boom, there's Tanner Gentry. And here's where I think Isaiah McKenzie comes in as just a reserve. You're you're going to be active, but we may not even use you. You'll come in as a emergency because right now I don't see them starting Roberson and bringing him in. That's an option. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is they stick with the three receivers plus obviously Hodgins, and they probably bring up Tanner Gentry potentially, and then they activate Tommy Sweeney. So now you got Sweeney and Quentin Morris, and then Reggie Gilliam may take the role of, tight end / whatever. They might see him play more tight end. So that's gonna be interesting. So now you wonder who the heck is gonna be kick returning and punt returning. Guess what? If it's me, I'm putting James Cook back there to kick return, and you show me what you got. I need to see something. If you can't show it to me in the run game, God damn it, show it to me in the return game. So James Cook will probably be the guy kick returning. As for punt returning, it might have to be Khalil Shakir. Although I don't like it because he's going to be in the slot a lot of the time, but it might be Khalil Shakir or it might be Tanner Gentry. Who knows how that plays out? We're going to find out. We're going to find out very shortly. Sheldon Cole comes in and says, everyone will be focused and locked in and to get that W. You damn right. And as they should. As they freaking should. I'll tell you that much right now. Scott Blakely says, just blow Pittsburgh out, man. Close the games. Close games are overrated. Well, close games are, listen, for a good, a good heart rate to get your heart rate up. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have that a little bit, but not too much. Not too much. But I get what you're saying, man. Just blow them out and call it a day. I get it. By the way, we've got 300 people watching right now. Do me a favor while you guys are here, smash that like. And while you guys are here and smashing that like, I got to tell you about something, man. There are some games that are some easy pick'ems. And we're going to do some pick'ems today. But if you have not been able to jump in and jump all over the Bet US, we've been partnered up. We partnered up with Bet US, and we have a 125% signing bonus. Jump on that, man. Put your money up and see if you got some money that you can win. Just the other day on that poor the freaking game, Broncos and Colts game on Thursday. Somebody bet $100 that there would be no touchdowns in the game. $100 and there would be no touchdowns in the game. And not only did he win that money, but he won that money with the game going into overtime and still no touchdowns. Golly, what a pathetic performance by both teams. Both freaking teams. Shame on Matt Ryan and shame on Russell freaking Wilson. But I'll get into that a little later once we start talking football. But get on that Bet US. And if you guys are not familiar with what I'm talking about, folks, let me show you what I mean.
Football is back, and so is BetUS.com for our 28th year of NFL action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props, parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional customer service, BetUS has it all. Sign up today at BetUS.com. BetUS, where the game begins.
What an incredibly sexy voice by my man Z-Bot. Where the game begins. Great job, Z-Bot, my guy Z-Bot. But anyway, so if you guys are bettors and you want to make some money, this is your opportunity, man. This is your opportunity. Jump all over it. Jump all over it. My man Steve Lynn, what up, Steve? I haven't seen you in a minute. Steve, what's happening? Says if it's Roberson from Wake Forest, he has a lot of shades of Stephon Diggs. It is Roberson. It is Roberson, excuse me, from Wake Forest. So he's listen, man. That boy, he's quick. He's got quick feet. He was undrafted. I think he had a stint with the Dallas Cowboys and then recently got released by Pittsburgh, I believe. He got released by Pittsburgh. So give him an opportunity to kind of like get this playbook going. And he's got a lot of athletic ability and he can get deep. If you go look at his Wake Forest tape, it is actually pretty damn nasty. He's a good receiver, man. Don't play with Roberson. It's so funny though. A lot of these like undrafted guys that just get like underlooked or overlooked, if you will, and they come in and can be such a big piece for teams. Like, how do you overlook a guy like Stephon Diggs and you let him drop all the way down to the 5th round, and you take all these guys over top of him? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. I just never get it. But you know what? That's what happens when you have good scouting and bad scouting. If your scouts are legit and you believe in your scouts, a guy like Stephon Diggs should never go undrafted, man. Going in the 5th round. Craziness. Crazy. But anyway, let us continue on our stuff here. So Ameka says he goes $100 on Allen plus 2 TDs and 275 yards or more, wins 250. Take that, buddy. 250 yards, that's what he does in his sleep. I think he's averaging right now 250 yards. That's what he does. So you're going up against a Pittsburgh Steelers team that's not strong. They don't have the pass rush coming from TJ Watt, although they still have a very solid team, but it's just not the team that you think it is. It's not the team that you think it is. So go ahead and jump all over it if you want to. That is a big one. That is a big one. Matthew Phibbs, excuse me. I don't know why we don't just stick with Singletary and throw in Cook. Well, we like to run with 3 freaking running backs, and God knows why we like to run with 3 running backs, but we do. And it's serving us where's the benefit? We don't get any benefit off it. We just get wasting freaking reps on guys. I just don't get it. Roy Collins says, undrafted free agent on his 3rd team, not expecting anything from Roberson. No, just because it's your 3rd team doesn't mean that it's because you're no good. It's just that sometimes it's a numbers game. You got to have your opportunities. Like you go to Pittsburgh, your top 3 guys right now are Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Claypool, right? And then you're probably the 4th option with Freiermuth. So, I mean, it all depends, man. It's just the right fit. It's got to be the right fit and the right team. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Donut Bop says, yeah, do you think Devin Cook should just be our main 2? Devin and Cook. Moss hasn't shown anything special. I've been clamoring for that. If you're going to go with a back system, go with 2, make it Devin and make it Cook. That's it. Or make it Devin or make it Moss. I don't give a damn. Just make it a 2-back system instead of a 3-back system. It's just a waste of everybody's time. And that's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. TM17 says Hodgins should be the number 5 receiver all year, take Crowder's spot. Number 5, number 6, number 4. Really, at the end of the day, he's behind the main 3. So if we go 4 wide, then that's when he comes in, taking the role of obviously Kuro. So yeah, maybe he's receiver 4. You never know. We'll see how that plays out. So 40 minutes in, let me get into the main topic as to what it is we need to do to win this freaking game. All right. The 5 keys to victory. Now, if you guys have something that stands out, you guys are more than welcome to jump in. And you know what I'm going to do? It's really, I'm in the mood to do that. So, folks, I'm going to be inviting those that want to come on the show. If you want to come on the show and chop it up with me, you have a comment, you have a question, you have a statement, you have a bone to pick with somebody or with me or whatever the case is, you have an opportunity to jump on with me. Just don't be disrespectful because I'll drop your ass real freaking quick. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop you like Tyrone Woodley got dropped by freaking Jake Paul. All right? We don't want that. We just want a good, clean, fun night. So I will drop the link in the comment section. You guys just got to copy paste that bitch. And when you want to join, jump in and join. But I'm not going to post it just yet because I want to get through my points here. So here's the deal. 5 keys to victory. How are the Bills, you know what I'm saying, going to sustain this game and win this game? What do they need to do? Because a lot of times, I mean, listen, man, score more points. That's it. We get that point. We get it. You know what I mean? You got to score more points, and you got to make sure that you take care of the football. We're going to get into that, but there's a little more into that, right? So let me get right into the case of how we can win this game. So first things first. Number 1, Devin Singletary had 15 touches last week, and him having 15 touches was able to keep the defense honest, not always just kind of like sitting back and waiting for Josh to throw the rock, which he definitely will no matter what. But we were able to move the football, and we caught some rhythm near the end of the game where Devin Singletary started to rip a couple big runs. So if we can establish ourselves, and I'm not saying we run the rock and just don't stop. Like, I'm not saying that because I know we're not that team to be the team that is run dominant. We're not a run dominant team. We're just not, right? So we have to be in a situation where we have to get Devin Singletary involved, and with 15 touches, right? So if you got to get him 8 carries and 7 receptions, sure, just get the ball in his hands, right? 15 carries, great. If we get him 15 to 20 carries, that means we're in control of this game. So I'm all for it. So getting Devin Singletary involved and making him get involved early only serves us best to win this game. So Devin touches the ball 15 times, our chances of victory goes up tremendously, right? Now, the weather's starting to cool down, folks. It's starting to cool down. It's not hot anymore, right? So now this is where teams start to establish themselves as one of the better teams in the league. Right now, we're 4 weeks in, right? So it's time now. So now it's starting to get colder. We're going into October. And then once November shows up, that's when we want to be establishing a more balanced team, a very balanced team, where now we pick our poison where we want to get you, right? So at this point, we're working kinks out. We should be able to run the ball effectively, right? We have a healthy O-line. There should be no reason that we avoid running the freaking football. None whatsoever. So let's get him the freaking football. So number 1 key to victory is getting Devin Singletary 15 plus touches in this game, especially because the weather's getting cooler now. Now you start to establish yourself in the trenches and get this run game going. That's number 1. Number 2, turnovers, baby. Listen, Miami Dolphins, we turn the ball over way too many times. What are we? 4 turnovers in that game? Disgusting, right? We go to Baltimore, turnovers in that game, and we keep these guys close, like fumbling the football, turning the freaking football over by throwing interceptions. Like we're keeping guys close that have no business being close with us. Like the Miami Dolphins, although I anticipated that we split the difference with these guys. I don't know whether we would have took the first game or the second game. I'm glad that if we lost the game, it was going to be the first one because we'll see your asses again. But like we gave the ball up, and when you give the ball up, yes, you're going to keep these guys in the game, and it blows because we're a better team than that. We take care of the freaking football. Don't give these bums an opportunity to even stay with us and blow them out the water. That's it. But when we keep them in the game and we give them the ball up, fam, it makes them feel like they can stay with us. And we're a much better team than the Pittsburgh Steelers are. We're one of the better teams in the game, and we're one of the more complete teams in the game. Do not let these teams that are just mediocre, maybe a little above mediocre, to stay with a team that's a really good team like us. Cut the bullshit and make sure that you don't give the damn ball away. Like we gave Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, the ball in our freaking zone. No wonder they were able to put up 20 quick points in the first half. Once we got our shit together and held onto the ball, we shut them down. 0 freaking points in the second half. So don't give up the damn football. Hold on to it. Hold on to the freaking ball, Devin Singletary. Josh, chill out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get the kinks out in the warm-ups, and then now your arm is ready to roll. Just saying, man. Just saying. By the way, don't do that to me, man. Don't do that. Amicus says, there's 40% chance of rain on Sunday. I swear Josh plays in more bad weather than any QB and still puts up crazy numbers. Dude, why'd you have to go and ruin that shit for me, man? 40% rain. My shit told me 18%. Now you almost got me a 50% rain. Ugh. I got to go find myself a damn poncho. Anyway, let me keep going. Jeff B, thank you very much. We gave the Ravens points, man. I'm not trying to have that. I ain't trying to have that at all. Anyway, so turn the freaking ball over. Cut the bullshit. Hold on to the freaking football and do not give these guys an opportunity. If they're going to score on us, make them score on us and work for it. Don't give it to them. Can't have that shit. Come on now. Richard Forzio, get your rain gear out. Yo, I had a nice, like years ago, I went to the Bills game with my wife, and I think it was the game that we played the Jets, and LaDainian Tomlinson was on that squad, and we got trounced that game. Anyway, and we had these nice Bills blue ponchos, man. So I got to go and try to find me some. Hopefully they'll be selling them at the game. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on. So number 2, turnovers. We can't give the turnover. We have to win the turnover battle. That's it. It's just that simple. Okay. Number 3, get Gabe Davis going, please. All right. Now, the last couple games now, I know Gabe Davis has been kind of hobbling a little bit on the ankle. I get it. But guess what? He got in the game. So your ankles hurt, not your hands. And those drop balls are costly. You know what I'm saying? One in the end zone that could have won us the game in Miami. That's a great defensive play. Don't get me wrong. But golly, man, you gotta come down with that shit, right? Big drop last week. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get Gabe Davis, you know what I'm saying? Get him going, because you already know Stephon Diggs is primed and ready to go no matter what. But you get those two boys rolling against, you know what I mean, their boy Levi Wallace and, you know what I'm saying, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want to be able to establish something. So Gabe, well, listen, I know Jeff B said Gabe ain't healthy. Well, guess what? He played 98% of the snaps last week. If you ain't healthy, sit your ass down. So you're healthy enough to be on the damn field. So I'm looking forward to getting Gabe Davis prepped, get him going. You know what I'm saying? Get him warmed up, get him involved in the game early. So now he's ready to go. I'm like, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a bit of a he's an icebox right now. He's in the refrigerator. We got to warm him up. Get him out of the refrigerator and warm him up. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it moving. So number 3, get Gabe Davis going. And I'm going to add to number 3. Release Khalil Shakir. And by release Khalil Shakir, I mean let the whole world know what you got in Khalil Shakir. This is his opportunity. The same way the whole world got to find out about Isaiah McKenzie back last year against the freaking New England Patriots. The whole world was like, yo, who is that? We know who McKenzie is. We know who Lil Dirty is. Nobody else knew who Lil Dirty was until that game. So guess what? This game has the big potential to be where Khalil Shakir becomes the Isaiah McKenzie. Let his ass just let him go. Let him be free. Let him do what he's supposed to do. Let him show out. You know what I'm saying? I want to release Khalil Shakir. Let the world know who the hell he is. And then, you know what I'm saying, we can start to kind of get this great momentum going with airing the ball out on everybody. Because, I mean, we do it naturally. But, golly, you add another piece? Wait till everybody's healthy? Oh, boy, it's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. So get that boy going. Let me add to that, because I see some people are mentioning it. Shout out to my man Ride. Says they need to activate Hodges. Well, Hodgins most likely will be activated. I'll be shocked if he's not. But Hodgins will be activated. He'll probably take the role of he'll obviously take the role of Kumaro, and I can see him getting involved as well. So, and here's the beautiful thing: Allen is not one of those guys that, and I talked about it just this past live show. Allen is not one of those guys that, like, you put in new receivers and he's like, oh, I can't. Nah, man, if you're on the field, you will get the football. I will not shy away from getting you the football. You will get the football regardless. So Hodgins gets in there. He's going to get the football. And it's not like Josh doesn't have any chemistry with him. He does. So listen, man. It's gonna be fun. A lot of people don't know about these guys, but we do, and we know that they can get open. They can do what they're supposed to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But more specifically, Khalil Shakir, release that man. Let him get buck. Let him do what he's supposed to do, baby. Bane Mafia, what's good, man? Rico, can you name every quarterback in the league, all 3 QBs on each team, all 90 quarterbacks? No, I cannot. I can't tell you I can't, man. I'm like, listen, I can't even tell you who the hell all the quarterbacks are in the AFC East, for crying out loud. Like, who the Jets have Flacco and freaking and Wilson. The Patriots got Hoyer, Zappi, and what do you call it? Macaroni Jones. And the Dolphins, Teddy Bridgewater and freaking what's his face and Tua. I don't even know if they have a third quarterback. And if they do, who gives a damn? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But anyway, but if I really were to tell you like who the hell the backup quarterback is for like Jacksonville, I couldn't tell you. Who the hell's the backup quarterback for Jacksonville? I don't know. Like, who's the backup quarterback for the freaking Denver Broncos? Who's the backup? I have no idea who's the backup quarterback in Denver. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, no idea. Antonio Dingle says, yo, Rico, don't you speak the same way about that thing? Hold on. Rico, you don't speak the same way about that on Cook. I don't. You know why? Because Cook hasn't shown us a damn thing. What am I going to say? Release Cook? Release Cook. For what? What has Cook done for me to be excited to say release Cook? At least Shakir has shown me something all camp, all mini camp, all training camp, all offseason for me to say release him. Release Cook. Boy, please. Not happening. Brett Ripien. Oh, thank you, Broncos. Thank you, Bane. Bane already knew what the deal was. Yo, easy. Andrew's smoking crack right now. Cut Cook. You a fool. Anyway. So here's the deal. Number 3, get these guys available. I mean, get these guys ready and rolling, right? And primed and ready to go. I'm talking about Gabe Davis, and I'm talking about Khalil Shakir. Somebody said Rico's going to eat his words. Eat what words? For what? What words am I going to eat? That Cook ain't get. Don't really like. What am I going to eat? You feel me? Until I see something from Mr. James Cook, it's going to be what it is. Show me something. I've been asking for something. Show it to me. I haven't seen shit yet, so I ain't going to hold my breath. I'm going to tell you that right now. I ain't going to hold my breath. Now, number 4. Keep things in front of you. Now, this, I'm talking about the speed that the Pittsburgh Steelers possess, right? You got 4.38 speed in Chase Claypool. I don't care what anybody tells me. Chase Claypool's not the. He still runs a 4.38, and surprisingly so. And shout out to my Canadian from Vancouver. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Deontay Johnson, speed. He can run. Then you got George Pickens, speed. He can run. You got Najee Harris. That's a great receiver out of the backfield. And he's a good, solid freaking running back that he gets majority of the touches. So they got some weapons on that team. And Kenny Pickett is a running quarterback. I mean, I don't want to say a running quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback. So if he doesn't see what he likes in the pocket, he will take off and he will go for the sticks. So it's just what it is. And my man, Johnny Blaze, call me out when I show the link. When the link comes on, click on the link and then we can talk about it. Call me out then. Okay. Johnny Blaze says, Rico wants Hall of Fame Elam, praising them both. Oh, you wants Hall and Elam. Why not? Maybe we could have had them both. Never know. Could have had them both. Never know. Jonathan says, yo, Rico, do you see us making a trade move before the deadline or waiting for Odell to get healthy? Vaughn makes it seem like it's a done deal. I was going to touch on that a little later, but we can touch on that now. Actually, we're going to touch on it later. Let me just put a little asterisk. Von Miller. We're gonna talk about that. I circled it. We're gonna circle back and come back to that. All right. So number 4, keep things in front of you. There's a lot of speed on that team, right? And the same could be said about what Miami had on that squad. They got a lot of speed. You know what I'm saying? So what we made sure that we kept things in front of us. So nothing should change in this regard, right? They still possess a lot of speed. Deontay Johnson can freaking run. He can run. So we got to keep things in front of us. Jordan Poyer's not there to kind of line us up. Also questionable is Tremaine Edmonds to line this defense up. So we got to be disciplined and we got to make sure that we keep things in front of us so we can do what we normally do. what I'm saying? We don't blitz often. So it's more incentive for us to keep things in front of us. Let that defensive front get after them and get, you know what I'm saying, Kenny Pickett all out of sorts. And then now we can pounce and make plays, right? But we got to keep those guys in front of us. Must. That is a must. All right. That's number 4. And number 5. And I think it's really important that we make sure that we establish that. And we did a really good job last week. But no dumb freaking penalties. Penalties, it's the death of us. It's the death of us because we make a huge play, offensively or defensively, regardless. And then there's a stupid penalty, a hand to the face mask, holding, defensive holding, like just dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get rid of that. We don't have, you know what I'm saying, the likes of, it's been a while since I said this name, but like we don't have Jerry Hughes doing some dumb shit, getting after the quarterback and just headbutting them or whatever the case is, and then nullifying a great defensive play, right? Because Jerry Hughes, that's anytime there would be something, man, what did Jerry do this time? Because that's how I felt every time I'd watch. So we need to limit that damn penalties like we did last week. I think we had like 4 penalties for like 30 yards. I'll take that. That's minimal. And let's keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? But when we start getting up to 8, 9, 10 penalties, you know what I'm saying, 90 yards, getting them 90 yards of freaking penalty yards, no, we can't have that. So we've got to make sure that we stay within the game plan and keep things in front of us. And most importantly, don't commit any stupid penalties because we need to be as flawless as possible. Don't give away the football and don't freaking cause no damn penalties, and we should be all right. We should be all right. So recapping, 5 keys to victory for this team, right? Get Devin the ball. 15 to 20 touches, get Devin the ball, get him going, right? Don't turn the ball over. Please don't. Don't give them the football to make things harder for us. And then all of a sudden, we're oh my God, we're on the edge of our seats with a team that we should not be on the edge of our seats with a rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We should treat the rookie quarterback like he is, like a rook. Take your lumps, take your L, and keep it moving. You'll get better, but just not today. We need to make it uncomfortable for that quarterback. But you got to get Devin the ball. Don't turn the ball over. Keep the ball, possess the ball. If they're going to score on us, make them freaking march it all the way down the field and score on us. Number 3, get Gabe Davis involved. Get him involved early because it only benefits us when Gabe Davis gets involved. Now, game over. Gabe Davis is a force, right? Release my guy, Khalil Shakir. Let the whole world see what Khalil Shakir is about. I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table, right? So I'm looking forward to that. Number 4, keep things in front of you. Keep that speed at bay. Don't give up the big plays. We can't give up the big plays, man. We got to keep that shit right in front of us so we're all over these guys. So keep that shit in front of us. We'll be all right. And last but not least, no dumb penalties, man. Keep the penalties at bay. 3, 4 penalties if it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? Delay a game if we have to because we're about to kick a field goal that we're going to kick no matter what, or we're kicking we're punting a football, man, to take a delay. Who gives a damn? But just no big penalties. We should be all right. So those are the keys to victory. So I think that's how we get that. And then that ties us in. And listen, I got to drop one more thing, man. Most importantly, let's get out of this game healthy. Keys to this victory, let's get out of this game healthy. You know what I'm saying? A couple bruises here and there, I'm good with that. But let's get out of this game healthy. The amount of guys that I saw dropping like flies in that Denver game, holy jumpings, man. Like these guys, like every like 3rd or 4th play, somebody's down. So let's try to stay healthy. Let's try to do it up and get this W and just send these guys back to freaking Pittsburgh. And then we can prepare like we should for the freaking Pittsburgh, for the Kansas City Chiefs. Simple as that. My man James, I appreciate that super chat. James, what's happening, man? He goes, Rico, you forgot to mention that we can't look past this week to KC. This game means as much as the KC game from the standings point of view. Listen, man, Josh Allen was on Kyle Brandt's The Basement, and Kyle Brandt was trying to ask him about something to do with the Pittsburgh Steelers, playing the Pittsburgh Steelers and being focused and so on and so forth. And he goes, so then Kyle Brandt was like, well, and I'm paraphrasing here. Well, you know what I mean? You got the Pittsburgh, you got the Kansas City the next week, and, it's going to be a big game. Everybody's going to be watching that. And he goes, man, hand to the Bible, I didn't even know we played Kansas City. I'm just so focused and dialed in on Pittsburgh. Honest to goodness. That's what he said. And that's how I feel. As a Bills fan, I want to just make sure that we get this win and just we can put that in the books, go 4-1, and then move on to KC. You know what I'm saying? But we got to take care of Pittsburgh first, because if we start looking and peeking past Pittsburgh like they ain't nothing. That's when we sneakily take that L. And then they say, oh, they fell for the trap game. It's a trap game. No, man, they want a freaking trap game, man. Mash up the damn Pittsburgh Steelers, and then we move on to KC. But we got to take care of business first. And that business is with Pittsburgh and with Mike Tomlin. And Mike Tomlin is a very good coach. He ain't going to just lay down. He ain't going to just get down and lay down. He's not going to do that whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what it is. You know, that just reminded me of a song. Get down and lay down. See if I can find that. But you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember this song, but Get Down on the Floor. I don't know if you guys remember that. But anyways, that's the Get Down on the Floor. Get down on the floor. I don't know if you remember that. But anyway, but James, I appreciate that super chat, bro. Appreciate that super chat, my man. And I got a comment coming from my man John. I'm just gonna call you Johnny. I think we can afford 2 turnovers, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see no damn turnovers, Johnny. Johnny, what are you talking about? I think we can afford 2 turnovers. Heck no. I don't want no damn turnovers. Please, no thank you. No merci. Richard Forbes, what up, Rich? Rich says, not a trap game. Pickett, a rook. Get out of here. Just play Bills ball. We'll be fine. I agree, baby. I agree. But some people will want to make it a trap. Oh, could this be a trap game if the Bills are overlooking because they know they got to play? Because that's what a trap game is, right? A team that you on paper should beat, and you have a big game after that. That's what considers this one a trap game. So we don't even want to use that terminology here. It ain't no trap game. This is going to be a beatdown, and let's make it that way. And simple as that. John DeMarchi, what up, John DeMarchi? Johnny says, coming in late. Question for Rico. What's up, Johnny? Johnny says, Bills are so close. Would you overpay pre-trade deadline for Saquon? Vaughn fetched 2 and a 3 from the Rams last year. 1 and 3 Moss for Barkley, who says no. Well, here's the deal. I'm so glad you brought that up because that chatter has been going on. That chatter has been going on about the Giants needing to potentially move on from Saquon Barkley because I mean they're trying to rebuild that team a little bit. They don't have their quarterback. You know they don't have their quarterback in Daniel Jones. So if you're gonna build that team to a legitimate contending team, you want to try to build through the draft. And what do you think Brandon Beane built this team through? He built this damn team through the draft with a couple of some key free agents and trades. The Giants are going to use the same nucleus with Joe Shane. Joe Shane's he learned everything he probably learned from Brandon Beane. So there's going to be a lot of that. And Brian Dable was in the building. So they're going to take a lot of what they learned in Buffalo and bring that to the Giants. So can they move Saquon Barkley, you know what I'm saying, for some pieces? It makes sense because there's a relationship there between both front offices. That's number one. Number two, you be trading him out of conference. So you don't have to worry about him being in conference. So you trade him out of conference and you're getting off, you're moving off of a running back that is quote unquote getting older off a big injury. So it makes sense for the Giants to get rid of them. But right now they're 3-1. And like, are they really trying to move on Saquon? Because Saquon right now is the only piece that's got these guys moving. So you move Saquon, you're ideally telling Giants fans that, yo, we rebuilding, fam. Like, we're not taking that. Now, if they're a 1-3, they'd be more willing to do that trade. Now, would I take the trade anyway? Abso-freaking-lutely. You guys already know how I feel about what kind of running back this team needs. Bell cow back that can catch out of the backfield, that can run in between the tackles, and that can run for days. That is Saquon Barkley. And he's showing it this year. So how would we retain a guy like Saquon Barkley? Now, would they take Zach Moss and give them a 1 and a 3? I don't know if Brandon Beane would give up a first rounder. I don't know if he give up. I think he values a first rounder too much. And you get Stephon Diggs for a first round pick, but Stephon Diggs is a big time difference maker for his quarterback. RBs, they don't respect the RB position. Look what they're doing with the RBs that we have now. We have a second round draft pick in James Cook, and they don't even look his way. Man, you know what I mean? So for us to go and bring on Saquon Barkley, it'd be like, will they respect Saquon Barkley enough to like give him the appropriate touches that he deserves and needs? Who knows? But it's a fair question, and it's a topic of conversation that's happening across the league. So would I do it? I would do it, but the compensation would have to be altered a little bit. I don't know if we give up a first. I really don't know if we give up a first for a 4th year RB, 4 or 5 year. I can't remember how long he's been in the league now. 5 year, I believe. So I don't know, fam. I don't know. I would take it. It's just, what do you give up? So here's a question for everybody else, though, because I've had this conversation with other folks. So Khalil Shakir, who knows what we have in Khalil Shakir? So I'm not gonna say that we got something. Who knows what we have in Khalil Shakir? What if the Giants said, give me a 4th round pick, give me Gabe Davis, and I'll give you Saquon and a 7th? Would you take that pick? Would you take that trade offer? Because you got to think about what the Giants want. Look at what they have a receiver. Galladay is he's fizzled out. He ain't shit over there. He ain't getting nothing. I want the ball more. They throw it to him, he drops it, and now he's hurt. He's injured. So they got Kadarius Toney out there. They got Richie James. They got David Sills. They got how the hell do I know these guys? Anyway, David Sills, and I'm missing one guy, freaking Wan'Dale Robinson. You know what I'm saying? So like some young guys, but nobody established enough, and they know Gabe Davis extremely well. So what if they offered, you can have Saquon, and I'll give you a 7th round pick, and you give me Gabe Davis, and I'll give you, and you know what? You can throw in Zach Moss, if you will, and give me a 4th round pick. Would you take it? I threw Zach Moss in there because then we have a whole lot of running backs on there. So we got to get rid of somebody. Would you take that? Tell me if you would. John DeMarchi says, yo, I'm not saying I would do it. I'm saying I'd want to know if Saquon is available and for how much. I get what you're saying, Johnny. I know what you're saying. I got you. It's a really good topic of conversation. And by the way, shout out to Wifey. What's good, Wifey? Smash that like, fam, she says. So what's up? What's happening? So fair question. And I think that counter, let's just say they countered that, and you're Mr. Brandon Beane, and you get that counter. How do you respond? How do you respond to that? By the way, shout out to my Summer Flores. What's happening, Summer? Summer Flores. I was about to say to my man Summer Flores, but I don't know if Summer. I mean, I don't know how many men named Summer. So I'm assuming that Summer is a female. So salute to you, Summer. I appreciate you joining the Bing squad. Bing, biggity, bing. Thank you very much, my lady. Thank you very much. So question goes to you guys, folks. Ronald Wrigley says, yo, ding, ding, ding. Moo. There's the cowbell, Rico. I like that. My man said moo. All right, Ronnie. I see you, bro. I see you, man. Yo, somebody said nobody taking Zach Moss. You never know. Because you trade Zach Moss to somebody that knows Zach Moss, and they feel that they can use Zach Moss. My man Bobby Ray says no one is trading a 1 for an RB. I agree. Nobody's trading a 1. They don't value the RB position like some of us do. Like, I value it a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think there's anybody in this league right now that I'd say, yo, I'd give you a number 1 pick for that running back. And I love, you guys know me, I love the running back position, but it's just not happening. A number 1 draft pick is not happening. I can guarantee you that. Receiver, sure. Running back, no, sir. I mean, shit, we drafted one in the 2nd. What'd that get us? I know people say, yo, you're hating on James Cook, but I'm just saying, man, I'm just being real. Shit. If y'all don't want to say it, I'll say it. But yeah, would you guys do that trade? I see a lot. I'm looking at the chat right now. People are like, yo, hell no, I ain't doing that trade. Are you nuts? I love Gabe Davis. I ain't giving up Gabe. They say, yo, keep Gabe. Don't even look his way. But what if that's what they want? They want a receiver. If you want Saquon, okay, screw it. What if they said, I'll give you Saquon, you give me Gabe Davis. 1 for 1. You guys want to get your run game going? Cool. I want to get a receiving threat. And I don't feel like I got the guy that I need. So give me Gabe Davis. He's your number 2 receiver. I'm giving you my number 1 running back. And you guys can do what the hell you guys want with the running backs that you have in your stable. Gabe Davis, you know what I'm saying? For Rico brought this up just to make me mad tonight. Yo, he's stupid ass. I ain't trying to make, this is actually a legitimate conversation because Saquon is a topic of conversation. And apparently they're throwing Buffalo's name in there. So like, be real. Like, how many times are you playing fantasy and somebody gives you a trade? You're like, come on, son. Like, don't do that to me. So like, Giants are going to be like, you want to give me Zach Moss and you want Saquon Barkley? Are you kidding me? Go fuck yourself is what they tell you. No different. You feel me? So I'm just saying that's what they tell us. Unless they said, hey, how about, hold on, hear me out, Gabe Davis. Would you do it? It's a legitimate question. RJ Wade comes in with a super chat. Appreciate you, RJ. RJ goes, why trade for Barkley when he's a free agent at the end of the year, at the end of the season, and we already tight on money? Well, the reason anybody trades for anybody is so they don't have to get into this fighting match with everybody else for a free agent running back, right? Because someone's going to pay up. So in order for you to not go through the bidding war and fighting for somebody, you trade for them. So at least you have the rights to him. So that way, if you do decide to let him go at the end of the year, at least you have the right to like, okay, let's try to make a deal and keep you here. That's normally what it is. You let a guy go to free agency, then you're gonna overpay. Maybe you get to have your guy for now, and then go from there. Wifey says, "Yo, you're not giving up Gabe." Well, she has spoken. She's just like, "Yo, you keep Gabe Davis. Period. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. I got you, man." So, I guess you guys are not about giving up Gabe Davis. I get it. John Martin says the case for Barkley, best RB right now. Take all those hits off of Josh, and boy, would D play us differently with Quan and Josh. This is what people don't want to hear, John. They don't want to hear that. They just hear running back, and they hear Gabe Davis, but we so in love with Gabe Davis. You know what I'm saying? There's conversation that I want to have about that, but you guys aren't ready for that conversation yet. And Bobby was like, do not bring that up yet. So I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But that's legitimate what John said. Those are the cases. You take off hits off of Josh Allen, and now if you're a safety, you're a linebacker, and you see, oh shit, that's 26 back there, Saquon Barkley. Oof, we can't play spread him, and we can't just kind of like rely on not blitzing. We have to respect the run game. And let me ask you this: do you think anybody in the freaking league respects the run game that Buffalo has if Josh Allen isn't running the football? Thank you. Ain't nobody respecting our damn run game. You know that. I could actually say that when we had Fred Jackson, Marshawn Lynch, you had a bit of fear in the backfield, right? Even when we had and you guys already know how I feel about CJ Spiller. They were like, oh, let me see what they got back there, because that boy got speed, right? Right now, you look at the backfield, you're like, anyways, Josh is their guy. So in order for, in order for us to kind of make a difference, you gotta somewhat instill fear in a team with an ability to run the ball. And right now we can't. I'm not saying we can't. We're in the middle of the pack right now. But if you exclude Josh Allen from it, we're near the bottom. It's just what it is. Now, this is a passing league, so I get that part. So don't come killing your boy. I get it. This is a passing league, and we have a quarterback back there that just can fling it at any will. He can will his team to victory with just his arm. He's that good. So sometimes you don't even need that run game. But it's the old school in me that feels like you got to establish a run game, because guess what? Come November, come December, come January, that's when the run game really does matter. And we both know it. We all know it. Straight up. Rico still has faith in Moss. I still got faith in him. I do. He wavers here and there, but I still got a little faith in him. He has these moments where he has these you're like, okay, there's the Moss that I'm talking about. There's that Moss guy. And then he has games where you're like, where the hell were you going? Did you not see that hole right there? So I battle with him. I really do. That's why I'm saying, get me 2-back system, make it James Cook and make it Devin Singletary. And I'd love to see what we can do with that. I really would. I'd love to see him get more touches and really get him warmed up and get going. John Amarchi comes in again. What up, Johnny? Johnny says, yo, Quan after 8 weeks cost $4.2 million last year of his deal. We can restructure. Okay. We can restructure one deal and get him under the cap. As Eminem said, and no, I'm not from the streets. If you only had one shot, yo, Johnny, you a fool, boy. But you're right though. After week, yeah, you know what? You got some. After week 8, it cost $4.2 million. But at that point, we'd have to be struggling majorly at the run game for us to even do that. For any team or our team to consider a running back that late, that means where something's not happening and we need something to get us over the edge. So at that point, that means the Bills are struggling, in my opinion. If we did it early, that means we're setting ourselves up for November, December, January. So if we were to do a move right now, it would make sense. But I love where you're going with that, Johnny. Love it. Love every bit of it. Antonio Dingle says, yo, Rico, what about Singletary and Moss for trade for Barkley and a 4th round pick? Now, if you're Brian Dable and Joe Shane, would you accept that trade? Because I sure wouldn't. I'm going to give you my best running back for 2 mediocre running backs. What do I gain out of that? I need to gain something. A 4th round pick? Heck no. Come on now. They would laugh in your face and hang up on your face. Be like, nah, fam, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But anyway, I don't want to say too much on that because I love that topic. It's an interesting topic nonetheless. It's very fun and I like it. Now, if you guys have an opportunity and you guys want to jump in and chat with me, you guys have an opportunity to write. You have an opportunity to write this effing now. I just put I'm sending you guys the link in the chat. The link is in the chat. If you want to jump on there, you have an opportunity. Like I said, I say this all the time. If you want to jump in, make your points quick and get the F out. The more you ramble, the more I'm gonna be like, all right, you got to go. You out of here. Yeah, I'm going to hook your ass off the line. You feel me? So let me know if you're ready to make that happen. John March says, yo, NY Giants get a 3 if Quan leaves after the year. Okay, so they get the 3rd round pick. So you have to beat that. It's an absolute overpay like Rams for Von Miller last year, but it paid off. You damn right. It did pay off. But the real question is, do the Bills value that position enough? That's the real question. Do they value it enough? We'll see. But man, adding a Saquon Barkley to this team, problems. My man Bobby Ray comes in. I think you can get Barkley for less than you think. That's my gripe. Like maybe just 3 and a 5. You think they give him up for 3 and a 5? You don't think they want to receive? They want like a player for him? But shoot, if you give up a 3 and a 5 for Saquon, yo, I'm all over it, man. I will take it. If I'm the Giants and the Bills come in and say, yo, I want Saquon, but I'll give you my 3 and my 5. Then I'll think about it. But hear me out though. The Giants got to be looking at the Bills like, man, you guys are like Super Bowl contenders. So you guys are gonna be up there. So your 3 and 5 are like late picks. But you saw what Brandon Beane was able to do when we had a bunch of multiple picks, man. He just packaged those things up and traded them and moved up. So you guys do what you got to do. If you learned anything from Brandon Beane, Mr. Shane, you know what I'm saying? You would, package some things up and move your way up, just like we did to get Josh Allen and Tremaine. What a freaking year that was for a draft. Golly, that's craziness. But anyway, I got a super chat from James. What's up, James? James says, yo, motor for Barkley, plus we give a 2nd rounder. Nah, I don't think they'll take that. I mean, shoot. A 2nd rounder, I don't think they're going to give up a 2nd rounder. For running back, doubtful. I can't see Bean doing that. John says, yo, Josh as your leading rusher will not make it through 17 weeks. And that's the thing that we hate to see. And that's why I get mad when we're not giving the football up, because we keep making Josh our main running back. And people say, oh, well, how sustainable is that? Maybe it's not. He's 6'5", 240, 235. Yes, he can take a hit and take all that stuff, but like it'll weigh on you until you get hit by the wrong dude. You know what I'm saying? With bad intentions. And then you're like, shit, man, we should have just give the ball up. Well, time will tell. It's still early. It's still very early. So we got our first guest coming on. It's Mr. Dubs himself. Let me bring on my Mr. Dubs here. Let me just fix my banner here real quick. And let me bring on my man, Mr. Dubs. Mr. Dubs, you better show your camera, kid. Show your camera, son. Mr. Dubs, what's happening, bro? You got to unmute yourself.
Dubs. All right, got it.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Dubs? What's happening? Talk to me, brother.
Hey, man, I don't know what your fantasy of getting Gabe out of here, man. You got to unmute yourself. Dubs. All right, got it.
Turn your volume down on the computer so I can hear you.
Hey, man, I don't know what your fantasy of getting Gabe out of here, man. You got to unmute yourself.
I got to mute him until he can fix it. Tell me when you got it. You got it now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So talk to me. You said Gabe Davis.
Yeah. What was your fantasy of getting rid or trading him?
Well, it wasn't necessarily fantasy. It was more somebody, John DeMarchi mentioned about trading for Saquon. And I said, well,
okay.
if the Giants are going to give up Saquon, they're going to want something in return that's beneficial to them. So if you're the Giants, okay, listen, let me put you on the spot. You're the Giants. And I said, yo, I want Saquon Barkley. What are you going to ask for on my squad? And if I said, I'll give you Zach Moss, are you going to say, oh, yeah, let's do the deal? You're going to tell me to go sit on a cactus. Exactly. Yeah. So if you're the Giants and I ask you, I want Saquon Barkley, what are you giving me? What do you want from my team? Who do you want? And I'll tell you if I'll give it to you.
I want a top player. I want a creme of the creme.
Okay, so who do you want? Let's talk about it.
Man. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right.
Everyone else to shoot all these ridiculous trade offers, and then when you put you on the spot, you're like, okay. So legitimately, give me someone that you say would be a fair trade, and I'll see if I'll act like, let me see if it's worth it. Who do you got? If you wanted somebody right now, yeah.
Shit. Not a rookie, obviously, because they want a top hitter, a heavy hitter right now. They know that he always gets hurt and you just want him out. So maybe Knox, tight end.
You want Dawson Knox?
Yeah,
Dawson Knox, huh?
If I was a Giant, if I was thinking in that way, I was like, I need a good tight end. I'll get
I'll get Knox. That is an interesting one. That's an interesting one because we get Saquon, and I'd have to give up Dawson Knox. And Dawson Knox is a strong pass. He's a strong run blocking tight end. I'd have to think twice about that one. I'd say, you know what? Let me call you back on that. I'd have to tell you. I'd have to call you back by that. But if I were to look at it, I'd say, yo, give me Saquon, man. Take Dawson Knox. That's me. But a lot of folks were like, no, we need Dawson. We need him. Some people would freak out. You know what I'm saying? But that I would take Saquon, and I'd give you Dawson Knox. That's what I do. But I'm looking at the chat right now, and some people are like, somebody said, yo, hold on, let me see that. Somebody said, yo, his blocking is tremendous. Right. Is his tremendous blocking, is it doing anything for us now for a run game? I'm just asking for a friend. You feel what I'm saying? So that's my point. But anyway, I don't want to make it a Saquon versus, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a hypothetical question and got us talking. But other than that, did you have any questions for this upcoming Pittsburgh Bills matchup? This guy looking like Hines Ward right now. I feel like I'm talking to Hines Ward right now, man. You ever get that?
Thank you, man. Any questions? I don't think, man, Kenny Pickett is talking a lot of smack, man. A lot of smack. I see he's too cocky right now. I'm just laughing at it,
Kenny Pickett's talking shit?
Yeah, I see. I got a friend. He's a Steelers fan for life, and he's all like, "Yeah, man, that he's gonna do his thing, as a rookie and see what's up."
Oh hell no! Hines Ward over here telling me that Kenny Pickett's talking shit. I can't have it. Yo, all I see is Hines Ward now. That's all I see. Am I tripping, people? Am I talking to Hines Ward right now? That's what I look like. But yeah, Kenny Pickett, if he's talking shit, I mean, you got to be confident in this game. You got to be confident as ever, but it is the wrong team to be confident against if you talking that ish, if you think you're going to do something. But these young bucks these days is different, man. These young guys these days, they don't know anything about like put your work in. They're ready to roll right now. So I'm that dude. I'm ready to get after it. And you got to respect it. But I can't see him having a big game, man. He's going to be humbled, but it's a big test for him. You know what I'm saying? But it's a test for us too, because we just went up against Lamar Jackson, the ultimate dual quarterback. This is just like a off-brand. I don't even know what kind of off-brand running quarterback he would be, but like he ain't Lamar Jackson. So if we were
the great value of
exactly. You know what I mean, you have your Fruit Loops. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson's Fruit Loops. He's like Loop Fruits. He's just not.
It's like the bag, the only bag that you get in the market, right? The little bag you only get.
Yeah. It's just colorful and no name on it. That's what it is. But anyway, man, nice for you to call me. I'm glad that you called. I'm
right,
actually,
man.
The fact that you put
take it easy, man. I'd rather have you as a running back because I heard you're a running back then, Just suit up, man.
Let me get that rock. It's over with, boy. You watch it.
All right, man. Peace.
Let's go, man. That's my man, Mr. Dubs, coming through. Mr. Dubs is trying to get me fired up. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get me fired up, talking about, we want you at running back. You better watch out, boy. You better watch out. But anyway, if you guys want to jump on, you have the ability to jump on, man. The invite is in the chat. Jump in there if you want. I'm gonna repost it if you guys are interested. Jump on in there and chat with your boy, man. So as we get into that, I'm actually we're gonna get into our pick'ems, and let's see how well we do with the pick'ems, folks. Yeah. Oh shoot, we got ourselves another guest coming on. My man Jeff B. Let me get Jeff B cracking right now. So Jeff, before I get you on, make sure that the computer volume is off so it doesn't echo in the background. But if you're just calling from your cell phone, you're good. So give me the thumbs up when you're ready to go. All right, hold on. Let me bring my man Jeff.
Make sure that
volume
is off so it doesn't echo.
What up with it? Hey,
if you just calling from your
see my dog. See my dog just started barking as soon as he came on.
Yo, he knows what's
She already know what's going on. But what's up with it, Rico? Hey,
I'm good, man. Hey. Turn the computer volume off so there's an echo a little bit. If you turn that down, then I should be able to hear you.
All right, can you hear me now?
You gotta keep turning the computer off, and then we should be all right. I hope. Let me mute my guy. I'm gonna mute you. So as I mute my man Jeff, he's gonna figure that out. Jeff called in last week. I think Jeff called in last week, so we chopped it up good. So let me see if he's ready to go. Jeff, you ready to go? Give me a thumbs up, bro. Because we don't want it to. Let me see if we got it. You gotta turn the volume down.
Let me see if he's ready to go.
On the computer, whatever you're watching it from, you gotta turn that down.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can hear myself. Your back.
You got me now.
I got you the whole time.
All right.
But you got to turn the volume down on the computer that you're watching the screen off.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let my man figure that out. This is what I told you guys. Jeff, I'm gonna keep you on. I'm not gonna turn you down. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all come on here, y'all better come with it correctly. Let me bring my man Jeff on. Let me see. Let's see if Jeff is ready.
Figure that out.
Jeff, you ready?
This is what I told you guys. Jeff, I'm gonna keep you on. I'm not gonna
I got you.
You're watching from the TV, right?
All right. You got me now, right?
Now I got you. Now you got it. All right, Jeff. Talk
Now I'm good.
You good.
All right. Hey, I just want to, hey, man, when you get to the Mecca, you already know represent. You already know how we do it when we get to the Mecca. You know what I mean? You already know how that go, right? So this is what I want to talk about. Let's just commit to running the ball a little bit, man. Right? Just let that. I'm not saying it's the talent in the backfield, because you look around the league, it's talent in backs in backfields, but some teams commit to running the ball a little bit more. Even if their back is not that talented, they'll commit a little bit. Right now, Tomlin don't believe we'll run the ball. I'm gonna tell you now, KC don't believe we'll run the ball. And you can look up and down our schedule. Nobody believes we'll run the ball. So Dorsey, let's smash them in the mouth this game. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's kind of commit to the run a little bit. You got the #1 defense. They shut the Ravens. Hey, we ain't gave up a point in the second half, man. In the second half of no game, we ain't gave up a point. So commit to the running game, man. Smash some people in the mouth. Get Dawkins going. Get the front line going. I mean, get Sapper going. Get these boys going. Get them going, man. Like, commit to the running game. Can you tell me that every other back is better than Motor? I'm not gonna say that right now. Motor's not getting the chances that everybody else is getting. Be it we got Josh, the creature. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We got the creature. It is what it is. But commit to the running game, man. Commit to getting your boy Cook the ball. If he can get some touches, you get Greaves, and he can give you those catches that we want. Those catches we looking for from him. He'll get those when he start touching the ball, running the ball. Start running the ball a little bit, Dorsey. We not scared. We not scared to run the ball. I mean, we already know we can throw it all around the field. We already know what Josh can do. We can throw it all around the field. You want us to throw it every play? We can do that if you want, but smash these boys' mouths Sunday, man. They came in last year disrespectful. Smash these boys in the mind. The way you smash people in the mouth is you run that ball a little bit. You know what I mean? You run that ball a little bit, bro.
Let me. I want to keep you on that roll because you said commit to running the rock, right? So as you're talking, I'm looking at the statistics, right? I'm not talking about the yardage. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying, how many touchdowns these guys have. I'm talking about the attempts in the run game.
Right.
Now, we in the 32 teams, the Bills, we are bottom 10. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're bottom 15. So I think we're like at 12 to 13 spot. So we've attempted 97 attempts in running the football. How many of those have gone to Josh? At least 20. You know what I'm saying? So the Eagles, 153 attempts. The Cleveland Browns, 140, 149. The Chicago Bears, for crying out loud,
give them facts, Rico. Give them facts, bro.
Chicago Bears at 136. New York Giants leading the league in rushing, 134. Denver Broncos, for crying out loud, that can't even throw a freaking touchdown. Listen, they're the top freaking 5 run team. Atlanta Falcons, Indianapolis Colts, San Francisco 49ers, Cincinnati Bengals, Green Bay Packers, New England freaking Patriots, and we can't run the freaking ball. I'm just saying, Jeff, you got me fired up too, man.
Facts, Rico. You giving up, hey, bro. You giving up facts right now, man. You're not just making this up. You didn't just cook these stats up, brother. You looking at stats right now, bro. Commit to the running game, bro. Man. Commit to it.
Especially now,
everybody know we can throw the ball when we want, man. Commit to it, man. I mean, mix in that run with that pass, man. Because look, everybody playing us for the pass. Everybody know that. Commit to the run, man. Bust some people in the mouth. I'm telling you, it'll send a whole different vibe to the league. I tell you, we get one game where we bust somebody in the mouth, everybody lip will be on the ground. Everybody in the NFL lip will be on the ground that next Monday. They'll be like, wow.
You ain't lying, Jeffy. You ain't lying. Okay, look, he's fired up. All right, check this out too, right? So you said something about the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you said, yo, they know we're not going to run the ball well, and they're going to be anticipating that. And Mike Tomlin is an intelligent coach, and he's going to they don't run the ball. We don't respect the run. So they're going to have to, you know what I mean, throw the rock. And that's what we do. We do that well. But if they play the pass extremely well, and they keep the game close, because that's the only way that they have a chance to try to keep the game close. I don't know how they're going to do it, but by doing it, they don't respect the run, we might be dead in the water if we can't establish anything. Now, with Josh Allen, you're always alive. No matter what, I don't care what anybody tells me, you're always alive. But there's going to come a time, like you said, Pittsburgh is going to play us tough no matter what. They played us tough the first time. They're going to play us tough again. And then you got Kansas City that's going to be watching everything Pittsburgh did, and they're going to double up and do that shit to us again. Now, it's going to be fun. I hope that we establish something. You know what I'm saying? But we got to
get that 10-point lead, Rico. Get that lead, Rico. I'm telling you, get a little lead on them and pound the rock, man. Get us comfortable. You know, we can come out first, you know, take the first flip. To get the flip, put Josh on the field, get that touchdown in on him, and turn that ball over to that line and that running back, man. Yeah. And them running back. Turn it over to them, man. They ready. They hungry to do it, bro. They hungry to do it, bro. They hungry to do it, bro. They hungry to show they can do this, man.
Give me this. If we establish a run game, what would you like to see in terms of attempts to Devin Singletary?
You give Devin the load, man. You give Devin the load. And this is why you give Devin the load. He been there. He just been there, and we know that. We know Motor. Motor is our RB1. So it's only right you give him the load. But you start putting in Cook, man. You start mixing it up, man. You start making those defensive coordinators think about that, man. I mean, one play he mess up, he's out. You kind of working his confidence, man. You know, he human like me and you, bro. You know, give him the rock, man. Give him the rock. Get the lead that we can get a lead this week with this Sunday. Give these boys the rock. Feed them the rock. Juice your front line up, man. Let's start pounding a little bit, man. Let them know we can pound a little bit, man. We in Buffalo, man. It get cold. We want to be able to pound a little bit. Show the league we can pound a little bit, man. Show them we can pound a little bit. I know we got it in us, man. We got it in us. Every so often you see Devin get that little pop. You know what I mean? That little pop, and it make the defense. It had a defense. The next play you can see they guessing. They guessing that next play. You can rewind the film and see when Devin and everybody get their nice little runs, how that defense is it slow that defense down a little bit. So I'm telling you, man, let's just commit to it, man. I mean, I love to get Barkley. Everybody love to have Barkley. Everybody love to have good players, great players. But I'm telling you, man, we got talent in the backfield. I can't name 31 other teams that just got better talent than the Bills in the backfield. I can't, and I'm not. And you can't, and ain't nobody else is.
We gonna fight about that, Jeff. Jeff B, we're gonna fight about that because I feel there are some better backs, a lot of better backs in the league. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. But listen,
what you telling me is 31 other. You telling me Rico is 31 other team? I mean, every team had a better backfield stable than we have.
No. Hey, you and I agree on that part. But
you can't.
I'm gonna put it this way, Jeff. Before I let you go, because I got a few other people.
All right.
To do my thing, right? But Jeff, you always bring it, brother. You always bring it. I appreciate you, my man. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we show that we can bang as well. You know what I mean? We can bang with the best of them and show them we can run the rock, man. And Pittsburgh, that's a tough, gritty team. So we'll have to show them how gritty we are because they got a banger right now in Najee Harris. And Najee Harris will get the touches. Najee Harris.
Run the rock. It's a statement. It's a statement. That's what I'm saying. Pittsburgh, a good defense. They not no pushover, man. It's a statement. Nope. It's a statement. We got the room to do it right now, man. Everybody comfortable right now. Let's do it right now. It's early in the season. Everybody comfortable right now. We ain't, we not must win and all of this right now. Establish this right now. Right now, while everybody talking about do it right now. Yeah, we don't want to wait till late in the season. Do it now.
Heck yeah, my boy.
I'm out, Rico. Hey, when you turn on the chat, you already know what's up, bro. I'm hitting you up every time you turn it on. I'm there, bro. Don't even trip.
Jeff B in the building. I love Jeff B. Yo, we got Jeff King that's in the building that always brings it. Look at Jeff B. What's up with the Jeffs, man? The Jeffs are doing it right now, boy. The Jeffs are doing it right now. My boy representing, man, with that raspy voice, but he let everybody know. Listen, he's not wrong, man. Like, commit to it. Commit to it. But it's also up to our running backs to get it together. You know what I'm saying? If we're committed to it, make the most of your damn opportunities. That's real talk, man. Anyways, let me go with my man. I got my man Donut. Donut, your audio better be straight. You better turn down the audio off your TV. If you're watching off your TV, if you're watching off a computer, turn it down. I just want whatever your device you're using to talk. Are you ready to go? Give me thumbs up. He's unsure. I don't know. He's like, hold on. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. As you handle that, let me get the super chat real quick. My man Slick Crook, what up? The shooter. He goes, yo, when was the last time Motor or Moss had a 100-yard game? I don't think Moss has ever had a 100-yard game with the Bills, ever. The last time Devin Singletary had a 100-yard game, I think that was against Atlanta. Last year against Atlanta, I think he busted over 100 yards. And then the game before that for Devin Singletary was against Denver when he busted out a 56-yard run up the middle. And he had a 100-yard game then. But I think those are the two last times I remember Devin Singletary having a 100-yard game. Zach Moss having a 100-yard game? Not even close. Not even close. I'm just saying. Not even close. Anyway, let me get my man Donut. What up, Donut? Let me bring my man Donut. Donut!
Yo, what's good, Rico?
What's good, Donut? What's happening, bro? Talk to me, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I went through my cell phone, so I didn't have none of that other issue. But
I like it.
First off, I want to say that NJ Mafia, baby, we all about Rico, man. We love you, dog.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
But I got Shakir, and he's on my fantasy team, and I'm like, really, I want to put him in. And I also got like I got Crowder and Tyler Boyd, and I'm like, I'm not sure who to go with, man. I think Shakir, I think he's going to have a big game. You know what I mean?
Who are you?
I had Hines, and he got me 1.8 points. So I need something to kind of pick me up here a little bit.
Hold on. So you got it's between Shakir and Tyler Boyd.
I got Shakir, and then Crowder and Tyler Boyd. Those are my three.
Crowder. What you mean Crowder?
Yeah.
Talking about Jamison Crowder?
Oh no. The running back.
Back.
Oh, Connor. Sorry.
Connor. I was like,
yeah, for.
Okay.
Yeah,
Connor.
no.
Okay, I got you.
No. I ain't that much of a Crowder fan.
Okay, so you got John Connor. John Connor is who's John Connor facing? John Connor is going up against Philly. Philly's defense is nasty, and I don't like Arizona's matchup with Philadelphia. And they're gonna be, in my opinion,
that's kind of what I was figuring.
So I ain't feeling that. So it's between Tyler Boyd and Shakir. So right now I'm leaning on Shakir, but it's all about who Boyd is up against. So Boyd, they're going up against who they playing. Boyd is playing against Baltimore.
Yeah.
We just played Baltimore, and it's a divisional game. So divisional games are always tough. But we're going up against Pittsburgh that's got a somewhat of a depleted backfield. Listen, man, go with Shakir. I'm going with Shakir. It's not because I'm being a homer, but I just like that matchup for Shakir. And I think that we're going to establish something in the past, man. Hit Shakir up, man. Go for it.
All right, that's who I was going. That's who I was going to go with. But thank you very much, Rico, man. No. I love you. I ain't going to take up no more time. I hope we get some more people on, dog. And baby,
let's go. My man Donut froze at the right time, but he's cool, man. Yo, those I don't mind those calls either. You got some fan. I'm not saying I'm some fantasy guru. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, sometimes I know a little something. So we can make it happen. But my man, I got what's wifey? Wifey's talking to Richard Ford. Richard Ford, you flirting with my wifey right now? What you talking about, bro? Anyway, folks, I'm just gonna take a couple more questions in the chat. In the chat, and then I'm a bust out of here because I'm on here for an hour and a half. Shoot, it's an hour and 42 minutes, man. It doesn't feel that way, but we're doing it. John DeMarchi comes in. To be clear, he says, I'm often wrong and respect every Bills fan in this chat. Please know that, everyone. Look how respectful John is. Listen, man, John, this is your opportunity to share your opinion. I value your opinion very much so. You know what I'm saying? I value a lot of people's opinion in this. That's why listen, super chats obviously take priority, but I don't just click on super chats, boy. I click on everything I see. If it's valuable, I'm putting it out there. Like my man Walter Scales says, when your QB is leading the team and rushing 4 games and with less carries, sorry, but I'm not buying that Singletary is the answer. Walter, I'm just saying I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I know exactly what you're saying, but are we respecting? And this is what that comes down to. Did I say John Connor or James Connor? What did I say? Somebody said I said John. Did I say? I don't even know what I said, but you know what I'm talking about. But I'm with you in every sense of the word, man. If they are that guy, give them the freaking rock. So what is it, man? What's it gonna be? Did I say John Connor? I meant to say James Connor. Thank you for getting me on that. But yeah, man. I got y'all, people. I got y'all, man. Let me see what we got. I'm just gonna scroll through and see what we got here. I got DJ Smooth. What's up, DJ Smooth? Says, yo, Rico, you're the man. Thank you for supporting Bills Mafia. Dunkirk, New York supports you. Also, I agree with the Bills. They need to turn the motor on this Sunday. Let him get 20 to 30 carries. Damn, 30 carries? I don't know if he's that dude. I like motor, but I don't know if he's that dude. He's in the 15 to 20 mark for me. You know what I mean? He ain't the big banger of a back. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I appreciate you, my man. Some DJ Smooth from New York. What's happening, bro? What do we got? John DeMarchi coming back. Says, general Bills fans in this chat appreciation post. He says, I just want to say, all love to Bills Mafia. I could be wrong about Saquon. I am often wrong. We all want one thing, the Lombardi. And you're right. And you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes it takes that one piece to elevate a team over the top, right? So you got Von Miller talking about, well, I mean, once we get what do you call OBJ to the, you know what I'm saying, to this team, that could be the water drop that comes into the bucket that spills the bucket over. You know what I'm saying? And the Rams felt that way. They brought in OBJ, they brought in Von Miller, and that was what they needed to, you know what I mean, get them over the edge. So OBJ potentially could be the next receiver that we need to kind of get us over the edge, and maybe we need a run game. I mean, I can't tell you the last time we had a run game that we could say, yo, watch out. You know what I'm saying? It was freaking when we had LaShawn. And we knew we had something in LaShawn because he can go at any time. Saquon is that dude. Could you imagine Saquon in a Bills uniform with Josh Allen? A read option? A read option with Saquon? And you got to make a decision between Josh and Saquon? Good luck. You know what I mean? There's definite doubt on who's getting the ball. When you got a read option with Devin Singletary, you're like, well, he could give it to Devin Singletary, but most likely he might keep it. And usually it's the case. Anyway, I'm just kind of going through the chat real quick, and then I'm going to get out of here because, you know what I mean? We got 294 people watching still, so you guys are still interested in what we're talking about, but we got it. But, yo, we're going to do the pickups before we get out of here because I want to try to make this a thing where we got to do the pickups before the game, before we do it. So let's start picking these things right now. My man DJ Smooth said, yeah, Rico, we need our own Thurman. Thomas in the backfield. You know what I'm talking about, man. Listen, man, let me dust off my cleats and let me get in there, man. Come on, son. All right. Let's go for it. Let's do the pick'ems, man. What do we got? Let me get my pen now. And we gonna do this thing. Now, here we go. Obviously, we watched that putrid game yesterday with Russell Wilson and Matt Ryan. What a damn joke that was. I don't know what the heck that was. And I think when I made a joke, I was like, yo, take this thing to overtime. And sure enough, they did. Richard Sherman lost his shit on the whole broadcast team. And he was like, yo, man, like that should give him PTSD. Because you need to run the ball to get a first down and kick a field goal and call it a day, and you decide to throw it. Now, here's the deal. I am not mad. And let me read this super chat from my man Silas first. Silas says, yo, here's the trade, Rico. There we go. Moss, a first and a fourth and a sixth for Barkley, and a second and fifth. Hold on a second. You said you want to give up Moss, first and a fourth and a sixth for Barkley for second and a fifth. I see what you're doing, because their second can be an early second. Our first is going to be a late first. So we'll have two second round picks, but one will be somewhat early and one will be late. So I like what you're talking about. But would they do that? Because you're getting Moss in return. Would they like that? I mean, I get the trade. I don't mind it. I see what you did there. Because you get two. I mean, you get a late first round pick, a really late first round pick, depending on how well the Giants or poorly the Giants finish. And you know the NFC East is bun. So I Silas, I fuck with that, man. I kind of like that. I kind of like that one. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. That's a really good one, actually. I gotta think about that one. Real talk. Anyway, let's get to the pick'ems, baby. Let's get to the pick'ems. Here we go. 12 to freaking 9, the freaking Colts. For crying out loud. You'd think they won a huge battle of a game and this, that, and the third. And the broadcast was talking about, man, really good defense or really poor offense. Jeez. Now, last play of the game, to win the game, you go at Stephon Gilmore. I'm not mad that you go at Stephon Gilmore, right? And a lot of people are like, well, he had a wide open receiver on the outside. Let's reverse the roles. Let's just say that was Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs is over here against their best corner. Aren't you like, I mean, obviously you want to survey the field, but if you're going to go to a receiver on your squad, you'd go to your best receiver, which would be Stephon Diggs. You'd go to Stephon Diggs. And that's what Russell Wilson did. Russell Wilson went to his best receiver, which was Cortland Sutton. Now, the play call was garbo. The play call was that hole in the red zone, terrible. Nate Hackett is a bum. He is a bum. He was a bum in Buffalo. He was a bum in Syracuse. He's a bum everywhere he's been. And now it's no different. And they freaking chose him to be the head coach out there. What a disaster. What a disaster, man. I'm not really sleep. I'm like, we all know Russell Wilson is way better than what he's playing right now. He's way better than that. But you have play calls like that? Garbo. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that was disgusting. Anyway, moving on. New York Giants at Green Bay. Who do y'all have? Is Saquon gonna do it again? Is Saquon gonna come in and help this team? Or is Green Bay just too good and Green Bay takes it? Who do we like? Are we taking Green Bay or are we taking the Giants? And the Green Bay is at home. Just because Green Bay is at home, I'm taking Green Bay. I'm taking Aaron Jones. I'm taking Green Bay. That's just the way I see it. I don't see any other way to do it. Nate Hackett's a bum. I can't stress that enough. He's a bum. His face, he looks like every time I look at Nate Hackett, I get back on that. Every time I look at Nate Hackett, I think of Doug Marrone. And those two bozos, I can't stand them both. Can't stand them. Can't stand you. I can't stand those dudes, man. And I'm actually pleased that Nate Hackett is a bum. And he's looking like a bum. And he might get fired by freaking week 8 if he continues this bullshit. Anyway, got me all fired up for freaking Nate Hackett. I just can't stand that dude, man. I'll tell you. Anyway, who's in London? They're in London? Oh, shit. That's a London game. All right. So that's pretty much neutral ground. So, oh, yeah, it's a 10:30 game. I just saw that. What do we like? Daniel Jones? I don't like Daniel Jones, man. I'm taking Green Bay, man. Green Bay. I'll take Aaron Rodgers. Pittsburgh and Buffalo, you know who we got. We got Buffalo. I'll take that all day. Let me see. LA Chargers versus Cleveland. Both teams are 2-2. Who do we like? Cleveland's at home. Oh, you like the G-Men. What? You want the Giants over? I'm gonna put the Giants in a bracket. I just don't like Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones does not do it for me. But I'm taking Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers over. You know what, though? The Chargers, I thought they were going to be a way stronger team and such a hard team to play. I don't know about that, man. And Nick Chubb is a beast. I don't know. That one's like a toss-up for me, bro. Cleveland. And they don't got J.C. Jackson. They're I think is Bosa hurt? Bosa's hurt. I don't know if it's just the same Chargers team, man. I'm gonna take the Chargers anyway. You know why I'm taking Chargers? I'm looking at the quarterback. And Keenan Allen is back. So these guys are getting a little more healthier. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take Chargers over Cleveland. All right, Chicago, Minnesota. Golly, what a terrible game. Minnesota all day. Detroit and New England. Both teams are 1-3, and Detroit is at New England. And I don't think Macaroni Jones is playing. So I say give me Detroit for the win. Matt Patricia's a bum. I'm not a fan of Matt Patricia, and I can't do it. So I'm gonna take Detroit over New England. Is that everybody with me? Lions, because the Lions have a hot offense, man. That offense is humming. They just can't stop anybody on defense. But I don't care what you tell me. Zappy ain't doing it. I'm just sorry. I can't do it. So I'm taking Detroit. All right. So after Detroit, all right, here we go. Seattle versus who's Seattle playing? Seattle versus New Orleans at New Orleans. So New Orleans is 1-3. Seattle is 2-2. Geno Smith got these boys rolling. DK Metcalf is a bully. But New Orleans defense is pretty damn good. It's just they can't score. But Andy Dalton is getting the start and no Michael Thomas. So it's going to be Chris Olave. I don't know. What do you guys like? You guys like Seattle? Oh, shit. I see a lot of Seattle in here. Y'all like Seattle, huh? All right. This is a crowd pick. So I'm just gonna put CP crowd pick. All right. Seattle takes the win. All right, here we go. Miami, New York Jets. Miami at New York Jets. Now, here's the deal with the New York Jets in Miami. Breece Hall's playing well. Zach Wilson's back. The Jets are 2-2. They came off of a big win last week. Did they win last week? They won last week, right? Yeah, Breece Hall he had the finishing touch. And then you got Miami with Teddy Bridgewater. Tua's out. Teddy Bridgewater's in. They got a lot of speed. Are we going Jets or are we going Dolphins? Who do you guys like? Damn, y'all going with the Jets? The Jets to beat the damn Dolphins? All right, that's another crowd pick. I think you guys are just rooting against Miami just cause. I got my man NY. NJ's a joke. Fins, gangrene. Yo, but I see a lot of people saying Jets, man. So I'm gonna put Majority of you guys are saying the Jets. Haters we are. Yo, Richard, you stupid. So I'm going with the Jets, man. I see a lot of people saying Jets, so I'm going to put Jets in there. Yo, Richard, you a fool. Here we go. Atlanta, Tampa Bay. Here's the deal. This is a divisional game. Atlanta surprised me. They won last week. I couldn't believe it. Tom Brady is looking freaking ancient. He's looking like he's just looking like an old man. Real talk. They got some weapons coming back. Cole Beasley just quit on them. I don't think Godwin is back yet. Atlanta, they're just like, I don't know about Atlanta, man. That's a funny team to me. I expected them to lose last week and they won it. So this is a toss-up, man. Who we going with? I'm looking at the chat right now. Bucks by 100 by my man, comedian Mo. Tampa better win this one. They need to win this one. My picks is my favorite part of the Rico report. I see Atlanta. You guys want Atlanta? Really? All right. I see Atlanta again. Atlanta got to find a close win. Who's home, though? Tampa's home. Tampa Bay's home. They need to win this game. It's a divisional game, though. They always play each other tough. Yo, another crowd pick. Y'all are rolling with Atlanta, though? Really? Brady's divorce is on his mind. I bet it is. Or, listen, man, when people get divorced, that thing was it was wrap. It was a wrap a long time ago. This is just finalized. It's not like it just came out of nowhere. So, but Brady's a competitor, man. So, I don't know, folks. What you think? We're going with TB? Yo, I'm going to make this executive pick. I think we're going with TB. TB needs this, man. He needs this. And Mariota is cool and all, but I can't see Atlanta coming through and beating TB and the boys. Here we go. Tennessee and Washington. The 2-2 Tennessee Titans versus Washington Commanders. Carson Wentz and the boys. Listen, man, that Commanders team is a good team, but Carson Wentz is a problem. This guy does not give these guys an opportunity, man. He doesn't. Put Taylor Heineke back in there. Honestly, I'm not even lying to y'all, man. Taylor Heineke gives this team a much better chance to win. I'm taking Tennessee to this one. Tennessee, because Carson Wentz is a bum. I'm not a fan of Carson Wentz. Gary Gottschalk, what's up, Gary? Gary comes in and says, yo, how about this for a controversial trade? Marcus Peters from the Ravens, they got to free up space. Coming off injury, January football, they can have Edmonds. What? Gary, what are you talking about, man? Yo, Gary's on crack tonight. Gary, lay off the crack, bro. He said, give up Edmonds for Marcus Peters. Boy, you tripping, man. What's wrong with you? What? Yo, we're getting Trey White back. We just drafted Kyer Elam. We have Dane Jackson, and we have Christian Bedford that's going to be coming back, but you want to bring Kyer. You want to bring – boy, I'm not even going to – no. Immediately no. All right? Yo, you got me cracking up. Listen, I appreciate the super chat, though. I appreciate your super chat, but golly, Gary, get off the crack, baby. Get off the crack, my guy. All right, Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee. Houston against Jacksonville. Another divisional game. Houston is like knocking on the door, but they're 0-3-1. Like, what is it about them? I don't get it. But I'm gonna take Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville's got something. I think they're rolling with Sunshine. Sunshine on the team's got them rolling. San Francisco, Carolina. I'm taking San Francisco. Just Baker Mayfield is just Baker Mayfield, man. I just can't trust that dude. Cannot be trusted. And Sunday game, Dallas and the Rams. This one's a tough one. Cooper Rush has these Dallas Cowboys with no turnovers. He's got them winning. Trayvon, maybe he follows and he goes after Cooper Kupp. And then Allen Robinson ain't shit because they ain't giving the ball to Allen Robinson. So I'll put Trayvon. I say Dallas wins this one, man. Nah, I can't do it. I don't know if I can do it, man. I hate Dallas Cowboys. And I got to try to take my love out of this. But who do you guys have? I'll let you guys decide. Dallas Cowboys against the freaking LA Rams. Joe Manning says, yo, Rush is done. Rush is playing well. They like Rush. So I don't know about that. And does Trayvon Diggs, does he follow? Is he like Tre'Davious White, just stays on one side and doesn't follow? Or what's the deal? I don't know, but I don't know. Like, I have a lot of Dallas friends. I got to ask them what they feel about it. So are we going with the Rams with this one? Louis says Rams. Sharif Cole says Dallas. Rams have no O-line. Ooh, you're right about that. Kupp, their only option. Stafford leads the league in interceptions. Ooh, you just swayed me, bro. I think I'm going to go with the pick I was going to originally go with. I'm going with Dallas, and it pains me to say that. But that argument, I rock with that. That pass rush is good, man. And I got my man Neville Gallimore that's on that squad. That's I went to high school. I played ball against a dude from my city, and that's his younger brother. So Canadians are representing right now. So I'm gonna take Dallas, man. Dallas over. Yo, Stafford is freaking overrated, bro. He's overrated, man. He got put in a good situation last year, but like I'm with you, man. That pass rush is gonna get to him. He gets shook, and that O-line is just not the same, man. And they've got Cam Akers as a bum. He didn't do anything. So give me Dallas. I'm taking Dallas. Diggs all day, man. Diggs follows. That's all I need to know. If Diggs follows, get him on Cooper Kupp, and now you have no choice but to try to find Allen Robinson, and that'll benefit me because he's on my fantasy team, and he better do something. So I'm taking Dallas. All right. Philly, Arizona. I'm taking Philly. There's no question. I don't know what the hell's going on with Philly, but they are balling right now. And Sunday night game is Cincinnati, Baltimore. Who do you guys like in that game? Baltimore needs this, and so does Cincy. They're both 2-2. This is going to be this is why that division is a tough division. I think I'm going to take Cincinnati on this one. Cincinnati's got too much firepower as at receiver, and I think that they do it. But buddy, Joe Burrow takes too many sacks still, even though they improved the line. That he takes way too many sacks. So give me Cincinnati over Baltimore. But Lamar Jackson, I can't count against Lamar Jackson, man. That's a tough one. Who you guys like? Who do you guys like in that game? Because that one's a tough one for me. Cincy or the Ravens? My man said Ravens by a TD. Yo, Rico, change the pick. Cardinals winning. Trust me. What? Cardinals? Over Philly? Where? What matchup do they have that's better? You got big play Slay. You got a defensive front that's nasty with Cox and freaking Jordan. You got nice linebackers on. They got that freaking rookie linebacker. I don't know if he's playing much, but I don't know, man. And that offense is rolling. And Cardinals defense is like, they're all right. I don't know, man. I can't rock with that one. I'm taking Philly. I can't do it. Can't do it. So who do you guys like, Ravens or Cincy? Ravens are, somebody said he's a bucket. Yo, Kyler can play well, man. His game is to move around the pocket and play like backyard type of football. Gives him a chance, but you can't do it all the time, man, because they're gonna get at you. They're gonna get at your ass. Yeah, I think he must have forgot that the Eagles are not your typical 4-0 team. They're not a flake 4-0 team. They're a solid team, man. Yeah, I agree. Cards are super overrated. I'm taking Cincy, man. I take Cincy too. But Bengals easily over the Ravens. Really? The Ravens? Ravens, they got something to prove. Dude, Summer, they all have something to prove. They're both 2-2. Right now, they have an opportunity because Cleveland is 2-2 as well. And then you got the only team that's really not playing well, and we play them, is the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers. Dude, that's a toss-up, bro. Who's home? Home is Baltimore. And Baltimore just lost to us at home. So what do we think, folks? Are we taking Cincy? I'm gonna take Cincy, man. I'm gonna run with Cincy because I think their offensive firepower is where it's at. And last but not least, Las Vegas versus KC. I don't care what they tell me. KC is gonna take that game. Pat Mahomes is a G, and that's it. So let's go over what we got. We got Green Bay, Buff, Chargers, Minnesota, Detroit over the Patriots. We got Seattle. That's a crowd pick. I wasn't sure about the Seattle game, but I'll let y'all have that one. Y'all got the Jets over Miami. That's a crowd pick. I'm going to let y'all have that one. Tampa Bay over Atlanta. I think that should happen. Then Tennessee, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Dallas over the who's Dallas playing? Dallas over the Rams. I'll take that. Philly, Cincy, KC. There it is, folks. There's your picks. If you guys want, take those to the bank, make some money, put like $5 on that, see what that gets you. And if you win, I just want 2%. Give me 2% of your earnings, and that's all you get. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a whole bunch, and I'm asking that from each and every one of you guys that do that. So it'll add up for me. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, guys. All right. So if you win, just let me know. I'll take my 2%. You can PayPal it to me, and we'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. So listen, folks, that's it for me, man. 2 freaking hours rocking with you guys, and I appreciate you guys. You guys know that, and y'all been rocking with me since freaking forever. By the way, I got some milestone news. This is our anniversary, man. We started Buffalo Fanatics YouTube in 2017. So this is year 5. We are year 5 into this YouTube, and we are at 23,000 followers. And it's all because of y'all, man. So we appreciate you guys big time. You guys already know what it is, man. 5 years into it. And it's crazy, man. 5 years, like the amount of time that people put into this work and to gain followers and gain people, they mean to gain a following first and foremost is hard work, man. And in 5 years, we're already at 20K. So much love and much appreciation to each and every one of y'all, man. My man Silas Wood says, yo, we got to keep score of these picks. Yo, I got them written down, boy. I got them written down. So we're going to find out how well we do for next week, man. So appreciate y'all. You know what's love. I just, you guys already know what it is, man. You guys enjoy the rest of the weekend. I will see you guys in Buffalo. If you guys want, you guys can hit me up in my DMs, Twitter, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Facebook, hit me on my email. Y'all know what it is, man. If you guys want me to come through, see what's up, you got a tailgate, I don't know. Like I'm just gonna be floating all over the place. So appreciate y'all. You guys don't know what it is, man. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And for those that are going to Buffalo, I'll see you guys in Buffalo. Do a big win for the Bills. We need that. And if you guys appreciate the show, smash that like. Follow if you haven't followed. Subscribe if you haven't followed. And until next time, it's your boy. And I'm gone. Let's go.
They say we tripping. They better get out our way. Top of the table, we flipping. We on a mission. Got an unstoppable team. Continue to follow your dream by any means. Buffalo, get in the Super Bowl ring. Cause we the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, we the Buffalo Bills. You better know that. Look how we throwing and catching cause we are unstoppable, yeah. You better know that. Look how we running and hitting cause we are unstoppable, yeah. Reppin' the mafia, yeah. Reppin' the mafia Bills, mafia, yeah. You better know that. Look how we throwing and catching cause we are unstoppable, yeah. You better know that. Look how we running and hitting cause we are unstoppable, yeah. Mafia up in your city. Time to get gritty, screaming and yelling, we bugging. Look at the red and blue, stadium flooded. Homie, your city is nothing. Home guard, we could do it. Every yard we improve it. Each down we moving. Buffalo Bills is coming. Better get ready, cause you know we not losing. Yeah. Got another touchdown, yeah. Got another touchdown, yeah. Got another touchdown, yeah. Got another touchdown, yeah. Cause we the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, we the Buffalo Bills. You better know that. Look how we throwing and catching cause we are unstoppable, yeah. You better know that. Look how we running and hitting cause we are unstoppable, yeah. Reppin' the mafia, yeah. Reppin' the mafia Bills, mafia, yeah. You better know that. Look how we throwing and catching cause we are unstoppable, yeah. You better know that. Look how we running and hitting cause we are unstoppable, yeah. Sanchez. Hey, hey.